going on, everyone? Welcome into another Forward Progress live watch along right here on the Forward Progress YouTube channel, part of the Hammer Betting Network, powered by Pinnacle Sportsbook. It's Lions-Rams tonight. This is going to be an unusual stream. I think the vast majority of you who are in here right now, if you couldn't already tell, I'm a Cowboys fan. Not feeling too great right now. That's understatement of the millennium. No matter how much you convince yourself that the worst possible outcome is going to happen, it's still painful when it happens. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't even know where to start. I see the chat is going in the early going here. See some usual suspects. Free 88. Mike Montesano, Joe D, Scott Dobish, Stephen Robinson, James Bolton, Anthony Glenn, Ryan C, Drew Furstenberger, Nick C, Brinks, Patrick. I appreciate all of you tuning in. Let's get this started at the very least. Everyone do what the Packers did to the Cowboys today and smash that like button down below. Let's get this stream up to as many likes as humanly possible. Try to get me in a non-miserable mood. Normally, I get right into the game. And Lions-Rams deserves a lot of attention. However, I can't get there just yet. And due to the Cowboys game being on before this, I'm in a bad spot in terms of firing props right away. So just want to throw that out there immediately. I'm doing this all on the fly. But I cannot get over what I witnessed today. I knew that Green Bay was going to be able to run the ball. I knew they'd hit some explosive plays. That's just the characteristics of the Cowboys defense for anyone who's followed this year. But my God, how many times can you have wide open receivers all over the field? Dan Quinn to Seattle, let's make it happen. Go. See you later. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Dan Quinn's defenses, if they don't generate turnovers, they get killed every time. Like, I've never seen a defensive coordinator more reliant on generating turnovers than Dan Quinn. See you later. Go. Seattle, take him, please. Someone take him. McCarthy, like, here's the thing. Everyone's like all excited. Well, you know, McCarthy's finally going to get fired. And maybe this just comes from a bad place and a pessimistic place from being a Cowboys fan. But, like, is Bill Belichick going to be the answer for the Cowboys? What has Belichick done in, like, the last 5 seasons that indicates that he's not completely washed? God forbid we give him any control of the front office and any decision-making power. Is that the answer? I think we're just going down the same path. I honestly just think we're going down the same path with, like, another outdated head coach, if that happens. I'm not a big fan of hiring defensive guys in head coaching roles. I think you look around the league, most of the good coaches, offensive-minded guys. It's a different era nowadays. I mean, I could be wrong, certainly. And at this point, like, I'm done with McCarthy. I can't stand this guy anymore. I can't look at Mike McCarthy. The guy drives me insane. That field goal out of the half, I mean, it's inconsequential now. 27-7, you kick a field goal to make it 27-10. Congratulations, Mike. Mission accomplished. As if your defense can stop anything, you're kicking field goals. What an absolute joke. I can't even look at this anymore. I can't look at this. The background color, I got to get off this Cowboys blue. I got to figure out a way to switch this to another color. Team poll, group poll for the nails, whatever color you want to see in the background. I can't handle thinking about the Cowboys anymore. Team makes me absolutely sick. What are the teams tonight? I need the Rams here. Yellow background. But what are the options? Yeah, okay, there's upgrades to McCarthy. Is there anything that's going to put us over the top? I don't know. I'm just very bitter Great roster top to bottom. Dak played horrible. He's got to take some, responsibility for the loss as well. It's not just the coaching staff. First pass to the Jair Alexander interception, that was clearly pass interference, but he also made the wrong decision. He picked the only guy that was covered on the entire field in that situation. And he sucked for the majority of the game. Now, granted, what the hell are these guys do? They like every second and long, they're running for like 1 and 2 yards. Like, insane coaching approach. Absolutely insane. I don't even know what to do. Free agency list is long over the course of the year, off season. Not that this was the year, but this was the year that they should have at least went farther than this and played a couple of home games in the playoffs. Instead, we're out to the Green Bay Packers. No disrespect to the Packers. Jordan Love is honestly really solid quarterback. But their defense, like they're covering CeeDee Lamb with Quay Walker in the first quarter, and we can't beat that? Nobody can figure out how to beat that. Don't even know where to go from here. Don't even know where to go from here. We'll get through it. It's temporary pain. I can't even look at the shape. I can't even look at the shape of this. This needs to be out of my vision. Gone. This I can't handle. This I cannot handle. We can take the shots at Dak tonight. That's fine. He deserves them. You want to call him the Tua of the NFC? Totally okay with that. That's a stretch. That's a stretch. 300 of you watching right now. 115 likes. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. Let's get it up to 200 likes before I even get into the stream here. Okay. Let me talk about what I have a few bets going already. Let me just do a quick refresh on my personal bet stamp account here. And I don't know what's left of this. But let's just go through the lines as they currently are right now. And I'll give some general thoughts. This game starts in 5 minutes. I thought it was 8:20. Okay, let's get right to the point. Hitman tweeted it. Where's Brock Wright in the player props? Brock Wright, did he move the entire market with an anytime touchdown? Let's go anytime touchdown. Yeah, okay. Pinnacle plus 690. You got some 7-1s out there. Play Brock Wright, anytime touchdown market. Let's go $15 to win just over 100. Here's the reasoning. Forward Progress member Eric Eager is in attendance, the Lions game right now. His pregame assessment of Sam Laporta was it ain't looking good. Did not take a lot of first team drills and anything like that. Click away, Brock Wright. Let's play the receiving yards over as well for $50. First and foremost, that's where we're going. Second thing I like, Jameson Williams, under 2.5 receptions. Fire it quickly. You got to get it at plus money. I think he might be targeted a couple times down the field. Jameson Williams. Receptions, $50, under 2.5, has to be plus money. Right there. For first touchdown scores, or actually, you know what? I don't like the first touchdown market, people. Honestly, here's what I'm going to do. Kyron Williams, first touchdown score. I know it's like 7-1 right now. That to me is the best value on the board. $15, Jason, to win 105. I price that at closer to plus 550 for anyone who wants a true price if they're playing anything else. I want to take a shot with Donovan Peoples-Jones anytime touchdown. The only reason why I want to do this is that he's likely getting the punt returning duties for the Lions today. And the Rams have a historically bad special teams. Will Donovan Peoples-Jones be out on the field as a receiver? Probably for about 5 snaps today. This is why he's 12-1 and a long shot price. But that's where I'm going with that. Last thing I want to take a flyer on is Cooper Kupp over 6.5 receptions. The price is just too good to pass up here. No, I don't want the minus 150. Exactly. I want the plus money there on Cooper Kupp over receptions. $50. And that's going to be the sweats. I just have to personally bet a couple more of these myself. And I will do that. Do a quick recap on screen, Jason, just so we see everything that's locked in. I know I had to fire that fast. Sorry about the Cowboys diatribe at the beginning here. Cooper Kupp over on receptions. Donovan Peoples-Jones, anytime touchdown. Kyren Williams, first TD. Jamison Williams, under 2.5 receptions, plus 115. We're targeting Brock Wright overs. The reason I'm targeting Brock Wright overs and not Sam Laporta unders is that the Sam Laporta unders got bet to shit already. So we're just taking the opposite approach at this point. Really quickly, I can find some good prices in the touchdown market for those who have access to multiple sportsbooks and do like to line shop. Ben Skoranek, if you can get him at 20-1 or higher, he's probably going to play about 5 snaps. That justifies the price. There is some upside in getting him in the game if a receiver gets injured. But if you can get 20-1 or higher, anytime touchdown, Ben Skoranek, that's a pretty decent play. We already talked about the Brock Wright one. Solid, in my opinion. And that's it for the touchdown market. First TD, let's see if there's anything else that stands out to me other than Kyren Williams. Yeah, that's it, really. That's it.
I'm just going to jump in here. Someone in the chat was saying, Brian G, he said Donovan Peoples-Jones, if it's a special teams touchdown, it'll count as defense and special teams. I believe that doesn't count. That's not how it is at FanDuel. Correct. House rules, which is what we bet it at. So make sure you're betting it at a place. Make sure you know the house rules beforehand. I mean, not enough time to research that stuff now, but yeah, just make sure you know the house rules before you bet.
Yeah, so for Brian, this happened to us earlier in the year already, and some sports books will grade it as special teams, and some will grade it as the player itself and the special teams. But yes, where we bet it was the same spot as earlier in the year, and we caught it. Who was that, Jason? Do you remember who that was? I'd have to go through the account.
I cannot remember it was like he had a dash in his name. That's all. Titans player with the dash in his name. 6th receiver.
Titans player.
Was it?
Was it Nick Westbrook-Akine?
No, it wasn't Westbrook-Akine. Maybe that's why I'm thinking of the Titans. It was the Panthers. Was it a Panthers player? Maybe.
Was it
Panthers?
I'm trying to remember who it was.
I know. It was
yes,
Panthers game. Panthers.
It was Amir Smith-Marset.
Smith-Marset. Yes.
It was a Panthers game.
Yes.
It was Carolina. Yes. Thank you. Thank you to
Shout
the
out
Nails.
to Justin Tingwald and the OPMG for pulling that. That's crazy.
That was a banger. That was a banger. What's not a banger is this comment right here, Scott. Too soon, my friend. Too soon, my friend. All right. One ask of everyone who's already smashed the like button. If you're not subbed here on Forward Progress, make sure you're subbed here. Also, there's a share button here on YouTube. Click that share button. Get this out on your socials. Tell your friends to watch as well. Let's grow this over the course of the playoffs. Build up a larger audience. It would go a long way. How many Cowboys fans would watch their team get obliterated in the playoffs and then join other people for a live watch along? I'll tell you how many. One, right here. Commitment to the job. And speaking of commitment, it's like 7 a.m. right now in Germany. Something like that. Not quite that bad. And I'm joined by my brother from another mother, Fabian Suma, who's somehow already muted himself. There we go.
What's up, guys? Rob, I feel very, very sorry. I somehow fell asleep in the second half because the game was over already.
I mean, I stopped watching the game. I saw the final score. Don't know how it got there. Lions pick up 10 yards with Montgomery on the first carry of the game. I know Suma's going to be like, it's 2:16 a.m. Don't want to wake up the kids or anything, but he's going to be behind me by about a minute and a half, as the German streams tend to be. So
Estimated.
I'm going to be ruining things for you a lot here, Suma, but such is life. I'm going to do a quick countdown once I see the play clock so people can sync with me. Play clock 16, 15, 14, 13, 12.
I'm 26 seconds behind.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad. What for the chat, for everyone in the chat, what's the level here? Am I ahead, behind? I know the Peacock game last night was a disaster for everyone all over the place, but I don't know where everyone is. If everyone's behind me, I can slow it down here. I can slow it down here. Drinking a tea here to try to ease the pain, try to calm down, relax myself.
Without alcohol? Without alcohol or with?
No, I can't. I mean, that's the best way to, deal with the Cowboys loss. But I will say, Suma, you gave the Packers as your best bet this week.
Finally.
Wire to wire winner. Wire to wire winner.
The losing streak is over.
Yeah. Yeah. I already got a Jameson Williams catch there on the first play. Oh, Goff's going deep. Wow. Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds was a release by Establish the Run on his over. And I think that they released that because they thought Sam Laporta was going to be out. But then Laporta got announced as playing. But the market didn't come down at all. It just stayed there. I considered Josh Reynolds unders. I'm lucky I didn't play them. But good start so far for Detroit. Offense looking good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are you sweating in this one?
Some Rams and Rams money line in some straight and parlay capacity. So anything Rams would be great.
Yeah. Good start. Good little scripted drive here for the Lions as they've hit big play after big play so far.
Is Knish gonna be on later?
No, you think he's going to show up for a Lions game? No chance. No chance. Yeah, see, like I'm looking at the chat, and some people are saying I'm ahead. Some people are saying I'm behind. I don't know what to do here, man. We got to figure out some way where we could get everyone on the same time at all, the same time.
One idea would be like a small button on the stream that basically tells people the play clock and game clock or something.
So we got to do. We got to figure out a way to get that. Technology, man. We got to figure out ways to get things done.
Man, that Lions offense looking good.
Yeah. 1st and 10 red zone right here. That total got bet up a bunch this week. And I know some people who came in on the late under. Sammy Ports with a catch. Sammy Ports.
So the postponing of the Bills game is actually great because there's going to be football on 10 p.m. Monday, German time.
I didn't think about that. Great for the European crowd.
Awesome.
But it's going to suck for the Bills.
Yes.
Because they'll have 2 less days of rest.
It might also suck for the Steelers because I think they would have had more variance in these conditions.
Agreed. I think the line reflects that as well now. So
yeah,
challenging. Lions are just marching. So we're going to have a 1st and goal here from the 2. And that was Josh Reynolds again. So some people not going to be too happy with the early action to Reynolds there.
Rob, look at the chat. I always bring a smile to your face.
Donovan Peoples-Jones is in the game right now. So this would be huge. Thank you,
Do you
James.
have him first touchdown?
Anytime.
Okay.
But they just handed the ball off up the middle. Look short. Looks short. I'm just so rattled, Suma, man. I cannot believe.
Yeah.
I was expecting the Cowboys to be in like a game today, a close game, not a runaway win, but to lose like that, my God.
What's your comment on the defense / Dan Quinn performance?
Embarrassing. I don't know if that was Gibbs or Montgomery that got in here. David Montgomery, first TD. What was the price? I have to really quickly look at what the price was on him. I don't think I ever considered Montgomery for first TD here, although it would have made a lot of logical sense. I think I just looked at the first TD price and it was, like best in market 7-1. In hindsight. Yeah. Suma, Dan Quinn is got to be like one of the most overrated coordinators in the entire league. The guy gets so much love for like this boomer bust defense that he's built. But today was just an embarrassment. First of all, the amount of zone coverage they were playing in this, like, a lot of people were roasting Deron Bland today. And they're like, oh, Bland had a horrible game and whatever, because he was thrown at a bunch and there was a lot of receptions, but he was mostly in zone coverage. It was just like he was the guy that happened to be around. And I know Jordan Love is good against man, but like, you got to do something. You got to figure something out at some point. And they just never came close to figuring it out. And then the one time, I actually have to pull up my scheme numbers here really quickly before I say something that is completely wrong. But I'm actually pretty sure Jordan Love is amazing against cover zero. Almost certain that he is. Yes. Jordan Love, 0.43 EPA per play against cover zero, 59% success rate. And when they finally choose to send pressure, they do zero blitzes. Like, I don't understand. If you're not going to play man because Jordan Love's good against man, then don't send him zero blitzes where he's been amazing all year.
And it's been a theme like for the second half of the season. So, I mean, we always preach not to overreact to results, but after the second half of the season, after today, it feels like kind of weird if you would get so many head coaching interviews. I mean, that guy might be very, very good from a motivational locker room guy standpoint, but in terms of DC stuff, I mean, I might be overreacting here. So
I also don't really understand when teams want to hire like a retread coach as their head coach. Like, I'm a believer in generally second chances in life. But in the NFL, like, you have so many different people that you can choose from to be the head coach of your team. Why do you go to a guy that didn't have success as a head coach previously? I don't really get that, especially when to me, he's not a great coordinator. Anyways, I'm still rattled. My immediate thought after that game was hopefully someone takes Dan Quinn and we can get him out of town. But the reality is, who knows who the replacement is? It can get worse. So it can always get worse.
Yeah.
So you can always, I think about it like this, Suma. It sucks to be a Cowboys fan, but I could have been a Jets fan. Right? At least I can watch my team lose in the playoffs and win some games instead of the perpetual losing of the Jets fans.
Did you see the meme today or like 1 hour ago with like Cowboys season ended like, and then there was like Aaron Rodgers running into MetLife Stadium with the flag, and
I did see that. I've seen approximately 6,900 memes from the Cowboys game today, one of which I also created myself. God, man, that's just
Staley's the replacement. What are we saying here?
If Brandon Staley is the new DC for the Cowboys, Brandon Staley was a great defensive coordinator. Some guys are very good in a coordinator role, then they jump to a head coaching role and they can't get it done. So like, I don't mind Brandon Staley as a DC.
Matt Patricia.
God, no, Matt Patricia cannot happen. Cannot happen.
So I'm watching without any sound. Is there an electric route?
It sounds pretty loud. It sounds. I don't have it cranked either because we can't get the audio onto the YouTube, or else we can get demonetized and get like a YouTube strike. Don't want to do that, but it sounds pretty loud. I believe Eric Eager is there without a shirt on as well, and he painted his chest "Restore the Roar," from what I understand. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I could see it happening. I'm sure he would have posted something to his Twitter by now.
Yes, probably.
For sure. Oh, okay. We're going to have a third and very short for the Rams.
Aaron Williams season.
Yeah. Doesn't it just feel like with the amount of noise right now that the Rams are going to run this directly up the middle and get stuffed? I don't know why I feel that way.
I cannot post the X link to Eric Eager's shirt in the chat for whatever reason.
Tough. StreamYard's blocking X now.
Yes.
Oh, play action. Oh, that's got to be a penalty. Come on. Yeah, okay, it is. It is. Okay. Yeah. I would have loved to be at this. There he is. Eager. Restore it. Eager's a big dude, man.
Yes.
He is a big dude.
McVay going aggressive.
Yes. What is that? A more 84 more. I love going to sporting events and seeing the most random jerseys. Okay. More play action. It looks like they want to go downfield, but they couldn't.
I mean, why not against that secondary?
Yeah. That's a Kyron Williams catch. 9 yards. Yeah. Interested to see because they've tried 2 play actions on the 3rd and 1 and on the 1st down. And it did look like the original look was downfield on both, and then Stafford went underneath. So probably we haven't seen many overhead looks here, but I'm imagining Detroit's playing to prevent the big play right now. And we currently see 2 high safeties as well as they line up for the next play.
Joe Barry also played a lot of 2 high deep today, which I did not expect. He probably looked at the coverage data and saw Dak Prescott crushing single high.
Yeah. He also played Quay Walker on CD Lamb a little bit. That's what frustrates me so much. Like, how did they get away with this stuff? How did they the Cowboys, honestly, the first half, they ran way too much. They ran the ball way too much I don't know why they even try to run the ball.
Yeah.
Like at some point, I get it. You got to mix it in. And honestly, the Packers were playing a lot of light boxes, so I get it. But just throw underneath.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Skoranek in the game too? All right. We got some live people in the game here. Okay. Stafford doesn't look phased right now. Send some interesting blitzes. Cam Sutton on a corner blitz there. He completed it. Skoranek was running the deep route. I honestly, you know what's funny? Here's the thing about Stafford and Stafford looking good. This comment, right? And by the way, I'm not making like an apples to apples comparison here. Oh, great screen for Nakua. Okay. I'm sorry I'm ahead of you, Suma. I'm very excited about this game. Here's the thing with Stafford is for most of his career, Matt Stafford was viewed as Dak Prescott is viewed now. Most of his career, Stafford was like the above average quarterback, did everything he could in the regular season, ultimately was going to make the costly turnover that didn't matter or lose the big game. That was Matt Stafford from 2009 to 2020 with the Detroit Lions. a span of over a decade. And I'm not suggesting that like that Dak is going to follow that career arc, but that's what makes it challenging in the NFL about just giving up on someone and being like, he has no chance to do anything. And that's the frustrating thing, is because Dak Prescott shows you enough over the course of a large sample size of regular season. We got a personal foul here on the defense. Wow. For anyone who thought that there was going to be home cooking.
Yeah. So stupid.
Kirby Joseph.
Oh man.
I have a Kirby Joseph prop that I played tonight. I didn't give it out on the show again, people, because I don't want people tailing bad numbers. But I played Kirby Joseph under 5.5 tackles plus assists at plus 100. Kirby Joseph. Can't pull off the pile. These people should know that by now. Can't pull guys off the pile.
Oh man, that was so stupid.
That was a bad throw by Stafford. He should have had Cup on a touchdown here. He lobbed this out there instead of rifling it in. Okay. Green Bay San Fran line. I saw that it was like in and around 9.5. I think the total opened at 48 and got bet up immediately. That's a bad opener. 48's a bad opener.
I think that's. I have not looked for the past 30 minutes, but it feels like it can only go up from here.
All right. Now, I'm going to plug in the scheme stuff live on air here after I watch second down.
Still 49.5 at FanDuel.
Yeah.
Was there any Jerry Alexander news?
Well, did he come back into the game? I think I might have just turned the game off, honestly, and I can't even tell you.
I fell asleep, so I don't know.
Yeah, I can't even tell you if he came back into the game, to be completely honest.
Please spoil me with a touchdown.
All right, I'll let you know here shortly. Oh, huge blitz. Got flicked up. Ooh! Incomplete. Almost intercepted. They sent pressure here. Saw Jair walking after the game and he looked fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It seems like I'm pretty far ahead of people, so I'm going to do a pause on my end. All right? Let's actually put up a poll. Jason, let's just do a quick poll. If people want me to pause or if they want me to stay on this time. And we'll just cater to the masses. Field goal down the middle, 7-3. 7-3. I don't could have been precautionary. I don't know. He clearly twisted his ankle.
Yes. And also
was
on the
rolling
field,
in pain.
It looked bad. Yeah.
He was just rolling around in pain. So, yeah.
I mean, with these ankle injuries, it's possible that he was easily able to walk, but it might be swelling like tomorrow or Tuesday. So we will see.
Right. This makes sense. Whenever I'm ahead, he just pauses the stream. That's the easy way to do it. That's the easy way to do it. Glenn Grato, fellow paisano, I would say.
Regards from Italy.
Although he does have a Canada flag and a tragically hip banner as well. Definitely Canadian.
What is the hip?
The Tragically Hip was like a very big Canadian rock band. Their lead singer, Gord Downey, died a few years back, and it was like, of brain cancer or whatever. It was like a big deal, but they never really made it or grew in popularity around the world. They just became a very, very big Canadian band. I can't even, it's sacrilegious for me to say this. I was never really a big Tragically Hip fan personally. But if I said that at like a local bar or something, somebody might punch me in the face because they're so beloved by Canadians. I played in a band and we had to cover a lot. We're constantly covering Tragically Hip songs, and wasn't my thing. Wasn't my jam.
Okay.
Oh man. Well, both teams drove the field on their first
easily.
drive. It's just one got into the end zone and the other didn't. Now we're going to get out of the scripted plays here shortly because both teams had 10 offensive plays. So we're getting into we're getting out of this.
Seems like the people here have spoken.
Okay.
92 votes already. 66% on don't pause. Stick with what you got right now. So apologies to the people in the chat who are saying pause, but the masses have spoken by a wide margin here.
All right. Sorry, guys. Listen, this is a democracy here at Forward Progress. I want to appease to as many people as possible. At some point, we're going to figure this out.
Moretto doesn't like your hip thoughts.
He might have been the one that sent the tweet today about all the creators at the Hammer being a bunch of losers. Because the Cowboys lost, TA's Browns lost, Georgia's Dolphins lost. Somebody's conveniently forgotten that Eric Eager and Sharp Clark are Chiefs fans when they put together that tweet. Yes. The problem here's the problem. I see this now. DAZN or DAZN, anyone who's streaming off that, you're miles behind, and you're never gonna it's a streaming service. Yeah, there you go, Suma. It's all making a lot of sense now because I was using DAZN last year when I did the streams, and I was miles behind everyone else. It's the streamed content. The important questions are rolling in here, though. Do you have any futures equity on St. Pauli in Bundesliga 2?
I have not.
Why is Eager supporting the Lions? He has like a place in his heart for the Lions because he was part of the Restore the Roar movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was when he was still with the PFF forecast.
Yes.
And they were like all over the Lions, like pre-2022.
Yeah. Oh my God. I think this is going to be a roughing the passer on top of the completion. Oh yeah, it is. It is. We'll see what happens.
Oh man. I hate these. Like the ball is gone. Just pull off.
Yeah, the pass rushers there's some mentality with them that they cannot get out of where they just have to deliver the hit. And I get it because like on every play, you're just trained to keep going after the quarterback. But yeah, pull off of that. Pull off. We're 5 likes short of 200, which would be a record for us in the first quarter. So if you haven't already, just smash that like button down below. As Lions offense on turf, man. Woo.
You hear it, guy. Clock check would be a pro move.
Clock check. Okay. Play clock. I just went to replay here. I will do that. I'll never forgive. I saw the cussed tweet about the Cowboys. I'll never forgive him for that. I would have paid him. I would have PayPal'd him in real time to take that down. Play clock's at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Ball is snapped. And a flag comes in very late on this play.
Holding?
It's got to be holding. It's got to be holding.
Best outcome for the Rams right now is probably a field goal.
Well, best outcome is a turnover, is a pick six.
Yeah, I mean, just conservatively speaking.
Yes, I did. I did play Jared Goff to throw an interception as well, so I'll be rooting for that at some point. I got plus 120, just picking off a bad number. Most of the market was at plus 100, so that's it. Oh, man. If we get this big enough, people, we're going to do a live watch along in person at some point next year. Man, this Rams defense is getting shredded. Shredded at the moment.
That brace from
Laporta's brace is it's an offensive lineman. It's enormous. Like it's absurd.
Oh wow.
The Rams, I'm trying to make it's hard to make out the exact defense with not seeing the aerial shots, but it looks like they are giving Goff a pretty healthy dose of cover 3, which is
not great.
Historically, the defense that he just kills as Gibbs walks into the end zone here as well. Good start for the Lions. Good start for the Lions. High five in everywhere. Rams defense just getting cooked. So if the Lions, so the Green Bay winning today automatically secures Green Bay San Fran. Lions winning today, they get a home game no matter what.
Yeah.
So it'd be the Eagles or the Bucks going to Detroit.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie. I like the Lions to dent either of those teams.
Yes.
Especially Tampa.
Just imagine that Patricia defense in the dome against the Lions.
Yeah, I don't like. What do they make the total for that game? I guess probably very similar to this game.
Yes.
Here. Very similar to this game. Yeah.
AJ Brown's better chance to be back, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, people are asking about Raheem Morris. He wanted to outdo Dan Quinn. Raheem Morris has been talked about now as a potential head coaching candidate. Saw Dan Quinn give up 1 million points, trying to do the exact same thing. Not looking great. All right, what's a live market of the game? Actually, before we bring up the live market, I'll try to guess the line. That way we can determine if we think that there's actually a valuable price to be had one way or another. Detroit's got to be favored more than a touchdown now, in my opinion.
Yes.
Probably like 7.5 or something like that. And
higher.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's think. It can't be 10. It can't be 10. It's got to be between 7 and 10. 7.5 and 9.5, let's say. Total is going to be sky high. Maybe starts with a 6. Yeah. Okay. Pinnacle is just going to quick refresh here. -8.5 Lions. Total of 60. Juice to the over. -115.
FanDuel's at 59.5.
Yeah.
That's probably the range. I mean, the Rams need to score here, no matter what, because if the Lions make it 21, and McVay has to come out of that Kyron Williams run looks, that's gonna be bad.
Yeah. I know the general thought, and I see it in the chat already, is some people are betting the under here at this point because of what the pregame total was at, and like you're getting like a discounted price, so to speak. But I don't know about that. The Rams, when trailing, they get out of that running mindset. Could see some points here. I kind of want to live bet the Rams, I'll be honest with you.
At 9.5?
Yeah. It's just, can their defense get a stop at any point?
Yeah.
I mean, if they're just going to, do you have access, Suma, in real time to the live defensive coverages?
No.
I know. I've been just like marking them down as well as trying to mark them down as I see them. I'd like to see the Rams potentially try to mix it up a little bit more.
I guess you would probably need like live next gen stats or something.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Glenn's hoping for a KC Buffalo game next week. I couldn't agree more. Oh, Stafford just sacked himself, man.
Oh, come on.
He just literally tripped over his own feet. Tough. I don't want to see another blowout, man. How many blowouts are we going to see in the wild card round? He hasn't fell on his own feet. He didn't even, it wasn't Kyron Williams either. Man, Stafford's teeth are really white. When you see this look of him, he's got like some Yanni the Greek type of. Oh my God! Of course they go fucking draw on 2nd and 19. Christ Almighty, man, McVay, what are you doing? What are you doing, McVay and LaFleur? Mikey LaFleur. Yeah, see, they are super white. They looked fake. Those looked like fake teeth, man. I'm not suggesting they were, but they probably aren't. The guy's like in his
what's the
late
point?
30s.
Like, I mean, 2nd and 19. Like, what's the point of running the ball there? What's the point?
Yeah, I mean, you're only losing by 11 in the first quarter, right? Might as well get as conservative as possible. Take a shot, Stafford. Yes. Yes, let's go.
Complete?
DeMarcus Robinson, yeah.
Marcus Robinson.
You know what? Like his yardage totals for being a third receiver are super high, but I can't even fade them. I can't, especially in a game like this. Oh, man. That kind of helped me forget about the Cowboys' loss a little bit for a split second there.
Did you see Kyron Williams pass protecting? Like he was creeping behind the center? Like for Alex Anzalone?
Well,
or who was it?
If there's one person who knows about creeping, it's our next guest. Andy?
What?
How are things?
Yeah, I've been known to creep a little. Like TLC. What's up, Zuma?
Andy, how's it going?
It's going, Just a good reminder of why I gave up fandom. Like just to see the pain. You're not the only Cowboy fan I know.
It's honestly, it's tough. But I would personally recommend fandom to people. Because at some point in your life, at least you'd hope, but at some point in your lifetime, your team is going to do something good that makes you celebrate.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe not Minnesota. I don't know. I'm kind of a Timberwolves fan secondhand, just like by proxy, because my daughter's into it now, and we'll go to some games here. Probably, I don't know. Like I told her that I'm like, we'll take you to games. Probably just not during the football season. Like, let's get through in the NFL, and then Dad will have a little more time. We'll go up. It's like an hour and a half to the, up to the Target Center. It's not just driving across the street or anything. Oh, otherwise, yeah, I haven't gotten into this game too much. I've just been mostly. I have Rams money line. That's it. I put together a couple same games, and I don't have a lot of action on this. I wasn't super. I wasn't excited about this as I was earlier in the week. Like it was the one I was pumped. I think I got overexcited like 6 weeks ago, and we thought this game was going to happen, and now it's just like, well, hopefully the offenses keep going.
I'm going to rip a small bet on Rams plus 8.5 right now. I just because yeah. You know what? You sold me, Andy. Just by being on that side, I'm a little bit excited at this point, and I love rooting against the Lions.
We need Sean in his bag a little. That draw play on 3rd or 2nd and forever. Don't love that. Yeah, Moretto's giving me shit about the Vikings thing. I was getting shit for not having anything in the background, so I put some stuff on the wall, and I had that. I bought that at a bar one time.
That's a good background.
No, is it? Look at this. I changed these up. It's a Blue Jay. I put that up there for you.
It's very nice of you, man. I actually really do appreciate that. Had a rough day, and that goes a long way, and it's a gesture that shows me that someone else cares out there.
Just a
Someone else did.
gesture of good faith.
Yeah. We're going to let Suma get going now. It's almost 6 a.m. for him. He's got to get to bed. So
Close to. Okay, guys. Have a good night.
Past
Suma.
Mitternacht. It amazes me. I would just move to America if I were him. Like, if you like American football, just stop living in Germany. Maybe not America, maybe like Canada. But
So we're getting this view right now of Stafford's throwing hand bleeding because he hit it on a helmet on the last pass. That can't be good. I've seen Stafford with throwing hand injuries before. It doesn't end well usually.
He's always hurt. He's always just beat up. He's a gamer. He's tough.
He's a trooper, man. He is a trooper, that Matt Stafford. Actually, really random question before we continue on this conversation, just because I'm going to forget to ask it. For a deep dive at the half last night, did Drew show up like completely sauced for you?
He's been drunker.
Okay.
Like
he did the second quarter with me.
But he wasn't so bad. Like, you could tell he was in his bag, like in his bottle. But no, he's been way drunker than that.
Yeah. No, I just found it. He was pretty talkative last night. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
He was pretty
he gets, you just kind of got to let him roll. Like when he does get like that, you just kind of let him, you roll with the punches, you got to pick your spots and let him, usually get him going on some unique topics there. Well, that guy is pretty open.
And he's pretty in the end zone, Andy. Puka.
Look at the timing on Live Bet Rob.
Wow. Cannot beat that. Cannot beat that. I'm gonna get. I'm a little bit ahead of you. I'm gonna go to. Oh man, I'm gonna have the same problem I had now.
I can switch to. I'll switch to Stream East. I had that this morning. Like the early game, I thought you could watch it on. It's a streaming channel we have in America.
Got it.
I thought you could watch the early game on NFL Plus. That was not a thing. You needed like an antenna or something. You ended up having to stream that using an antenna pointing to the east there too. But yeah, we will. How far ahead of you or how far ahead of you are of like? I can't talk. Peacock.
You want to speak in English, please?
I've been drinking.
Okay, got it.
Do you do any French?
You're what the French call les incompetents.
Les incompetents. God, that's a good movie. Puka,
yes.
Big one for him.
Okay, I people in the chat, it's the Peacock stuff is not my fault. We all got different streams, different channels. I'm sorry that I'm ahead, but you can pause the stream to get it in real time with you if I'm spoiling the surprise. It's the way that it can happen.
Yeah, I know people that do that. Like they get ahead or behind of us even on like halftime if we go too long, and they'll be like, I had to pause it because you guys are way ahead. No, I'm on Peacock, which sucks because that means I'm like 90 seconds behind, the goddamn live stream. Yep. Sometimes I'll get, and that's the thing too. Like you can get these, the little antennas that just stick to the wall. It's just like a flat thing. I'm getting one of those for the office because I'm sick of not having the local channels. Look at this guy from Albert Lee, Minnesota, next to beautiful Lake Chapeau.
What's your weather looking like right now?
Buddy, it ain't good. It's when the Celsius and the Fahrenheit start to get close to each other, that's when you know you're in a bad spot.
Yeah.
It was 34 below wind chills this morning, so even the dogs weren't super pumped, and the dogs love the cold weather.
My real feel this morning to Fahrenheit was 1 degree Fahrenheit as my real feel this morning, and my wife wanted to go for a hike, and I told her to take a hike. Basically,
take a hike.
Yeah, I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. And then we compromised. Here's what I threw out as a compromise, Andy. I said, why do you want to go for a hike for? She's like, I just want to exercise, walk around for like 45 minutes. I'm like, all right, let's go to Costco. And we'll just walk around inside the store.
Costco on a Sunday?
And was her next complaint.
Yeah.
She's like, it's going to be really busy, but I do need to go check out something at IKEA. Why don't we walk around IKEA? I'm like, okay, let's do that. Then I got there and I got heated about like wanting some new bedroom storage stuff. I'm like, I don't need this stuff. And I should have just went on the friggin' hike in the 1 degree weather is what I should
It would
have
have
done.
saved you a little money.
Yeah.
No, I had to go. I got put on. I should have just told her there was a noon game. I shouldn't have told her that we had these. She would have never known that would have been rescheduled. I give her my schedule ahead of time. Like, hey, here's when I'm watching football. And I said, Sunday, it's like a normal Sunday, noon through, I'll see you at like 10 p.m., babe. And I shouldn't have told her that because I got kind of tricked into doing a bunch of extra, honeydew stuff around it. I had to go out to the garage, which is not connected nor heated, to just go get some like tools to work on stuff. Even that was too much. I'm like, fuck this.
Tough,
Staying
man.
inside. Some Swedish meatballs sound very solid right now.
Yeah.
The thing about those IKEA meatballs, though, they used to put horses in them. So kind of keep an eye out on that.
I actually don't know if that's true or not, but it sounds entirely true. Yeah.
I think either that or an urban myth, urban legend. So one or the other, probably true though.
We're gonna have to fact check that one just to make sure that we don't get blasted on YouTube for promoting false information or anything like that.
Just put community notes on it. Andy was just making shit up.
They have like 3 things on the menu. They have hot dogs in the Toronto version. That's it's $1 hot dogs. They have $2 frozen yogurts. Oh, there we go. Horse meat found in IKEA meatballs in Europe, not in North America. This is just for the suckers like Suma.
They love horse meat out there.
Big fan of horse meat.
Never been into an IKEA. I don't think I want to. Wife's not a fan of how the stuff looks. So I don't think she's ever
neither am I. My wife is cheap. This is what it comes down to. Okay, we have money. I would rather her spend it on stuff that I care about. It's like I don't have to put it together. Oh, here's our cabinet. Guess what? You got to build it. It's like why the hell did you get
3 hours?
This? Yeah. No, thank you.
No, that we have family that works at a furniture store. Or she has a sister that like used to manage a furniture store. So we used to just get it from there. Like it was a lot easier. I think we got some sort of employee discount. Not putting your furniture together is solid because they would like deliver it, come in, 2 dudes, just put the furniture together. That's why I had to be home because I've seen pornos. You can't have 2 dudes coming in like, oh man, where should we put this couch?
Big mistake on your part.
See where that goes.
Yeah. Yep. Especially if they show up to the door without shirts on.
Yeah.
In the negative
it's
30
so
degree
hot.
weather.
Well, I mean, it gets warm. That's the worst part. It gets like hot and humid here in the summer. We have no nice weather ever. 2 weeks a year.
Yeah.
Just talking about that with a couple guys. Probably heading to Waste Management in a couple weeks.
Oh, beautiful.
Because the vibes there are immaculate. And this is about the time of year, Rob, where, and you know this, you get a little sick of it being cold so long.
I'm with you, man.
You need a couple spots where you drop yourself south.
But dude, when you see this play, I don't know how they didn't call. Was that Josh Reynolds?
Always. I mean,
I thought this was a shot to the head.
The little 5-yard catch there.
Oh yeah, you got a forearm shiver right to the head, man.
Let him play.
And it looked like he went out. He looked like he got knocked out for a brief second.
There was a receiver. It's always worse in slow-mo, but there was a receiver in the first game today that caught one to the back of the head. And I'm like, they're not really calling that for receivers right now. Refs have been inconsistent.
I would say that
so far in the wild card round. It's been a bunch of what the fuck was that call? And like, how are we, and who was the receiver the other day? The tight end that just got smacked in the back there. I can't even think of
in this weekend's game.
Yesterday. It's escaping me. There was a couple really rough calls.
Got it. Yeah, I don't remember. I watched the
maybe
games.
It was clear. I think it was in Njoku, where he was along the right sideline and he took one to the back of Njoku. The guy got there way early.
Oh, that one was horrible. And
the ref's just standing there like 3 feet away, like, it's whatever.
This Rams defense, oh my God, they are getting absolutely shredded. The narrative I put together in my head of McVay knowing Goff's tendencies, it ain't coming to fruition right now. I'll tell you.
Goff has evolved. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they can't make a tackle though. That's really one of the bigger problems. Is the tackling has been very bad. It's a tough
Feels
one,
like the
Andy.
late steam has been right then. Little bit of late steam on the over in the early game.
Yep.
Late steam here on the over. I don't know about the Houston game, I guess. The Miami game, there was actually some Miami money that came back, pushed that to 4.5. Obviously, that didn't work out.
Yeah.
I've Tua might not be good sometimes. That was actually just a really, really rough hang. That entire game, watching everything about it.
Yeah, that was certainly tough. This might be a good look here, actually. Kyron Williams live under 17.5 rushing attempts. If this game keeps going like this, what's he at right now? He's at 5. So 13 more for the game. You know what? I'll join you on that. I'm going to have to look really quickly. I'm just looking for action, Andy. However I can get it.
Yeah, I mean,
man.
it would seem maybe they start using more of a screen passing role if they're I don't know, they ran on second and long once, but obviously Sean understands time decay. Eventually we're going to get to a spot where we just can't do that shit anymore.
Yep.
I did have some Dallas team total over today. So
nice. Got the back door.
I just needed a miracle drive at the end of the first half, a bunch of shit to go happen right, and then a touchdown in garbage time several times. So
Lions doing
I won on the Cowboys.
Yeah, there you I had the game over and I had the Packers. It was a good game for me betting wise. And I had I'm just reviewing my bets from that previous game, which I had Romeo Dobbs over 29.5 receiving yards, got 151. I had Jake Ferguson over 45.5, 93. I had Michael Gallup over 10.5 and he got 103. I did very, very well on that game, but it feels like I lost $1 million. Yeah. Just very, very sad.
I was talking about this earlier too. I wasn't good, but I did play high school football. Okay. And everyone's bringing up like, oh, it's so cold and like it's miserable to be out there. That's not the miserable part. The miserable part is getting hit. When you get hit or when you get hit and fall to the ground and it's that cold, the pain is like an order of magnitude higher. Like everything just hurts so much worse when it's that cold. Like that's the really, and these guys are probably tougher than I, probably, but honestly, that would be the part that would just be miserable about that game.
Lions lining up to go for it on 4th here. Skipper came into the game and he went right to the ref and reported as eligible, which I found hilarious when it happened.
Well, they got to make shit clear nowadays.
Oh,
you're probably still ahead of me.
Yeah, Sammy Ports touchdown.
I don't understand how he's playing.
I don't know either.
That knee is like 80% Demerol.
I'd love to see how he got separation here. Like if he beat someone 1-on-1 or if it was like a zone coverage.
So we're only I mean, I'll ask you about it in a sec, but
who the fuck is covering Sammy Laporta there?
What do you think about the renewed rejiggered total here since they moved the game in Buffalo Pittsburgh at 38?
Now we're at a point where I don't have the weather analysis to be able to tell you whether or not it's good or not. Like early in the week, not even early in the week, because sometimes these last a little bit later, but you can look at something that's that far out and just be like, yeah, this total is going to go down because it's very obviously going to go down. Now we're at the point where I'm not going to be able to decipher what's going on there better than the average person. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of with you there too. Like if it would have been today, we would have just known we were going to get that Buffalo Colts game that we had a couple years ago where it was tons of fun.
Yep.
And I get it. I'm fine with them moving it. Safe, people being safe and not dying is great. But We were robbed of a pretty good, cool snow game. I hope it gets pushed back.
Okay,
Maybe the wind dies down and we get good snow. I don't like it all the time. I like sometimes.
I hate it. I'm
I
pushing
know.
back on this
You're
whole
old.
notion. I fucking hate the snow games, the wind games where it just turns into guys handing the ball off for 2 yards at a time. I'd rather watch paint dry than another one of those games. So I'm opposite of you. I'm glad the weather's better, aside from the bets that I already make that some of them are underwater now.
Yeah.
But for a watchability standpoint, I didn't want the extreme game.
I will agree with you a little. I would rather this was like a week 16 game. If I could get a cool snow game, I'd rather it be not maybe a playoff game. There's the stakes being that high and watching them like shovel snow with their hands so somebody can try to line up a field goal. It's kind of tough.
Oh man, it really is. I saw the Bills fans out there today trying to clear snow at the stadium. Like you can wear shirts, guys. It's okay. Like it's fine. You know, point proven.
They had to like sign a waiver, right? Like to go work out there. So they're gonna do stupid shit. Like here, you gotta sign all these paperwork before you can go out there. What's your minimum hourly rate to go out there and shovel?
Mine
20 ain't doing it.
No, definitely not. No, manual labor for me, man, I won't even hang the TV in my office. I call like a task rabbit or something like that to come. I don't do like this sounds. I would rather
bring out elitist Rob here.
Yeah, no, but to me that's always been like I just don't like to do that. Even when I was not even when I couldn't afford it, I would bypass manual labor as much as humanly possible. When I was in high school, I worked a construction job for one summer and I'm like, I cannot do this again in my life. I can't.
It'll make you study harder.
Yeah.
So you have to work 4 hours shoveling. Let's just play out this hypothetical here. 4 hours shoveling, right? 4 hours shoveling snow, but you get to stand on the sideline of whichever team you choose for that game, Buffalo or Steelers.
But it's going to be a cold game.
You more?
Yeah, maybe,
it's going to be fun.
It's still going to be cold. Like
I don't.
You should see how warm my living room is. I have a whole tote full of blankets.
Yeah,
all blankets.
You can bring your blankets.
One plugs into the wall.
I'm not doing it. I actually
would do it. I would do it.
I actually one thing I actually like doing, which is weird, is shoveling my driveway. But it takes me like 10 to 15 minutes. It's like some form of exercise. I don't get back pain or anything from that amount of snow, even if it's a really large snowfall. But anything outside of that, like I don't want to be shoveling snow for hours. Are you kidding me? No, like no. Zero chance.
So I'm actually an experienced snowplow truck driver from when I was younger. And I've helped out in the past when people like, hey, we need some help. We'll pay just straight cash afterwards. And it's always been the same thing though. I'm getting old. It's like, yeah, but there's gonna be a kid riding shotgun with a shovel, right? Because I don't get out of the truck anymore. That's not what I do. I'll go clear Walgreens, but I'm not doing the sidewalk. Like that. Right. That's the deal with this at this point. So I'm with you there. A little shoveling's nice. It's zen. Winter is just colder or quieter. When you're outside and it's winter, it's peaceful. It's quiet. The wind's whipping around right now, so none of that.
It's very, very windy here as well. The people are calling me soft, which is fine. I can totally admit that I'm soft. My wife does more of the work around the house than I do. It's okay. I don't care. I'm not embarrassed. What if society falls apart? What will you do? Then I'll figure it out.
Wither away and die. Yeah.
Like if it's a life and death,
eaten by the the tribes that band together and roam the highways.
Do things. I just choose not to do things.
Yeah.
Like if it's a life and death situation, of course I'm gonna. If you told me like Rob, you're gonna die tomorrow if you don't do 4 hours of snow shoveling, I'll shovel the snow.
Yeah.
I just don't like to do that stuff because I value my time and I don't have a lot to do stuff that I want to do.
I don't mind clearing the drive. I have a bigger driveway. I live out in the country, but I have a big snowblower, obviously, because I'm not shoveling all that shit. But I do like doing that because I just don't get enough chances to take in content anymore. And I like to I put the earbuds in. It's like, hey, I'm going outside. Nobody can bother me. I'm going to listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
It's a nice little break. But after I did it for like 40 minutes, I'm like, well, this is enough of this. Yeah, they should stop running the ball altogether.
Well,
Both teams.
it was 2nd and 10, and they just threw the ball, which I'm very surprised that they did, because that's
Well, that's still Skoranek. There we go.
I have Skoranek anytime touchdown in this game. Can you believe that?
What'd you get for that? What'd you get for a price?
21 to 1.
That's not too shabby.
Yeah. I priced it out. I think if he got 5 snaps, it would have been worth it to bet that price. And I suspected he would get more than that.
What do we got for time here? 5.5.
Yeah. Big play.
Kind
I
of.
wonder if they'll go for it if they don't get this. They're gonna have to. McVay is a chronic punter from this. Oh, deep shot.
You're down 2 scores in the first. I'd go for this.
I don't know. Yeah, go for it.
Oh man, probably could have had that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's a tough catch. Like we sit in these offices and say that over the shoulder catches like that are fucking tough.
He got held off the line by Branch.
Heated driveway would be nice.
Yeah. They are lining up to go for it. Whether or not they do, I don't know. But you got it. Your defense can't stop anything right now.
Yeah, what's the difference between you're going to get a freaking, touchback anyway here, probably.
They snapped
What's
it,
the difference?
And they got it. Cooper Kupp, baby.
See Kupp. He hasn't had a lot. Is that like his second catch?
I believe it's only his first, because I bet him on over. Yeah. So I know that very clearly. I still think he could get very hot at some point in this game.
He's Cooper Kupp, baby.
Yeah. He'll go on a run. The lines will go into the halftime locker room, and they'll try to take Nakua out of the game because he's had like 1 million receptions already. It'll flip.
And that's where Skoranek thrives.
Benny Scones, as I call him. Benny Scones.
Back to the Cowboys. Have we gotten a Skip Bayless video yet? Where he has, number one, he has way too much carpet in his kitchen. His kitchen is like 80% carpeted, which bothers me.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. What a dime this throw was. Absolute laser beam.
That was a little risky.
That was perfect. That was the perfect.
You could have let him a little more, but I love it.
Perfect coverage, first of all.
Yeah.
I cannot believe in real time. I thought it was a pick until I saw Atwell keep running. Wow.
I do not have an Atwell anytime.
No, neither do I. What a game, man. This is the game I want to see. I don't want to see them in 40-mile-per-hour winds, Andy, handing the ball off 78 million times.
If there were any teams you could pick, all right, all 32 teams are on the table right now.
Right.
For which 2 teams would you most like to see the 2023 versions of in a shitty snow game like that? Because I honestly think Pittsburgh is one of my choices.
Yeah, but I agree, because that it just feels like a Steel. It's a Steelers-Ravens game that I would think of.
Yeah, like an AFC North.
Like what we saw last week in that terrible weather. Like that's the prototypical Steelers-Ravens game.
Yeah, and even if it was a cross conference, Steelers Bears, Steelers Packers, something like that. It was funny. It was like not Vanderchak. I'm way too far back. I think it might have been Vinatieri, like towards the very end of his career, trying to kick in that last one, and like it like knuckleballed off to the side. Everything sucked about that game. That's why I loved it.
There was a Nick Folk one I remember where he missed the field goal by it might have went 40 yards left in bad weather. But yeah, listen, the chat was saying this earlier. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
It's the wind games that really bother me, not the snow games. Snow I'm fine with. The combo of snow and wind, bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Also, you have to remember I'm a Cowboys fan.
Sometimes a little snow can lead to an advantage for the offense. Like you can actually see, sometimes obviously we've seen that in slippery conditions. We've seen pass rushes struggle We've seen quarterbacks have good games, but yeah, when you get the nasty wins too, and the ball's all over the place and kicks are looking good and hooking off to the right, that's maybe I'm with you there. Wind can suck it.
We got some. Okay, Steelers Jets was one of the ones thrown out there. Jets
That's pretty
Patriots,
solid.
but then we got Steelers Panthers. Let's get real weird.
Milf Hunter, what are we doing?
Steelers Panthers. No, it's got to be like
Dolphins Chargers.
I don't want to see.
Neutral site game.
Yeah. You know what? You take two very. You take two of the better climate teams and put them in snow. Now we're talking.
Happens.
Although you saw when we saw Dolphins Chargers in week 1 of the season in amazing conditions indoor, was an amazing game.
Yeah, I don't want to take that away.
Exactly.
Especially after we've had a few high scoring games. Like now I've got a taste for it. Like if it is really windy and that game sucks tomorrow, it's going to hit even harder because of what we just had, what we got out of Houston and Stroud, what we're getting right now. It's going to hit you like a hammer to the chest tomorrow when it's like 3-0 at half.
Yeah.
3-0. Is that what you guys say up there?
Well, that's the soccer world.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Who were
the we got the Skip Bayless video.
No.
Look at that runner. It's like the entirety of the kitchen. I like his backsplash though.
No, this one I remember, and this is bullshit. Or is this a new one? Is this a new one?
This is today.
He's recycling the same material.
Yeah, he does the exact same video every time he gets mad.
This guy sucks, man. I'm gonna just call it out for what it is. First of all, look at that clean, fresh garbage bag there that he's got. These are coming right out in 2 seconds.
That's a Zeke. I mean, why do you even have the Zeke one anymore?
God, I hate Skip it. We can stop this now, Jason. It's just aggravating me even more.
He's like grunting too.
He's such a loser.
It was. I watched it before I threw it on here. It's hilarious because he struggles to get. It's like an automatic lid. So like every time he throws something in, he has to go and like reopen it. And he just like the grunts as well. It's hilarious to watch. He's like, this guy's lost his marbles now.
We might have got a big break here. We might got a big break here, guys.
That was definitely sideways.
That is backwards. That is
We've had 2 passes already this postseason, Rob, that have clearly been sideways or backwards that they're just like whatever, incomplete.
Well, I mean,
that one for sure they have to count.
Oh, that's definitely backwards, but it's gonna be like 2nd and 25.
That's the Brock Wright though.
That was Brock Wright.
Not the negative.
No. That target. That's not a catch. It's not a catch. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
Brock Wright negative 15 yards.
Yeah. This will come down to like a 3rd and 10 after they complete something here.
This Rams defense has been a very tough hang today.
Man, it's tough to watch. Just make a tackle, guys. Make a tackle. Christ. If you make the first tackle here, it's like 3rd and 21.
People are talking about Rick Bayless. I don't know that name. Like it says he cooks. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, Rick Bayless was a chef.
I don't know all the chefs.
Is he still alive? Rick Bayless has got to be in like his 70s.
Skip Bayless. Skip doesn't look that great.
Skip
American in restaurant tour.
Yeah. Nice 70 on the nose. Rick Bayless. Yeah.
Mexican food. I love Mexican food.
Oh, I love Mexican food too, man. Oh, sibling Skip Bayless. I didn't know that actually. I actually didn't know that.
It's strange. Ooh. They not get along. I wonder if it's like he's an Eagles fan or something.
They do not get along. How did you see that so quickly on the screen? Holy shit!
But no, and somebody in the chat said it.
Oh,
yeah, no, I'm doing the speed reading thing on that. I actually
was like, holy fuck, man! This guy's seeing some shit here.
Oh man, you know what sounds good as Mark.
Yeah. Oh, Mexican food, man. Next time we meet up, Andy, we're gonna get some good Mexican food together. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh God. When I go to, who has good Mexican food? You should just come down to Waste Management. You know what the best part about Waste Management is? It's like, it's this huge event and it's the people's thing, and 1 million people come to this every year. Tickets are still like $50. Like it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
dirt cheap to get into this place. $50, go watch golf all day long. It's the best deal in sports going to a golf tournament.
It's just
Obviously,
at the wrong weekend.
No, yeah, I know it's Super Bowl.
It's just the wrong weekend. I would love to be there. I just cannot. I cannot for the Super Bowl.
I feel like you're going to lose money on props this year. So maybe this is like a plus EV move to go golf instead.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It's just I feel like you've had a good run. You're due for a change of direction here. A little bit
I
of
feel
variance.
like you're going to lose a bunch on the Super Bowl this year. You might as well not bet it.
I'm just trying to talk you into it. Like go hang out.
I already told Drew I'll go see him in California post Super Bowl and post my Jamaica trip. So maybe late February, early March. But Drew told me that he has one goal this year, and that was to become this is his words, not mine, to become a better seaman is what he told me that he wants to be this year. He said, I have one goal. I want to become a better seaman. His words, not mine.
He has like a little boat. It's just like this. It's like this little styrofoam boat with a little outboard on it. He's down in LA. I'm heading to Napa in a few weeks after the Super Bowl. But it turns out California is a huge place, not even close to Drew's house.
Yeah, it's pretty large state, I would say. Yeah, one of these little
doesn't
boats.
look like that. Drew's is like, what if a surfboard? He showed me it. It's like, what if a surfboard was like big enough for two people to like sit on, next to each other, and it had a motor? Yeah, it doesn't look like this one.
Oh, some of these are great. Okay, big third down here. There's no pressure on Goff ever, man. Get some pressure on this guy. Wide open, man.
Didn't see that coming.
Christ. They have to do something different, man. They got to do something different. They're not getting home. This O-line is just beasting today. I mean, Aaron Donald's not even rushing.
Do you just give up on pass rush? Just drop more guys into coverage?
Yeah,
well, then you just get beat underneath.
He is terrible against three-man rushes.
Maybe let's drop 8.
Got to do something.
It's not like they're stopping the run for the most part either.
Nah, man. I thought we got the break with the backwards pass from Goff. Too bad it happened on first down because it gave him 2 downs to pick it up. If it happened on second down, we might have been in business.
Yeah. I'm on raw backers, though. You got another catch? 3 for 42 now. Not quite Reynolds numbers, but
not quite.
The deep dive dinghy. I'll have Drew explain the boat again sometime. He showed me pictures. I don't know, and we don't have a lot of that. We have bass boats and pontoons here. That's it. You either fish or you're out drinking on a boat.
It's the year 2024. Can we not just get him to take a picture of the boat instead of explaining it?
No, he did. That's what I'm saying. Like, he needs to show the pictures. It's better.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, like I thought he was going to come on air and explain the boat. It's like, just show us a picture, man. Like,
But I feel like it needs explaining too. We do have the sex boat as well. Yes, that is a Lake Minnehaha special.
Hell of a party, that sex boat.
That is that's a nice lake, nice neighborhood. Whenever you watch the Mighty Ducks and they make fun of the one kid for being rich, that's the suburb that they're talking about.
Yes,
sex boats. Oh, we got a fourth. They're going to go right here. So, the old adage is, if you're betting against this team / rooting against this team, what would you rather have them do?
I would love them to punt.
I'd love them to punt. So
yes.
So they'll probably go for it.
Yeah. I like that you broke out the old Adam Banks reference as well. Banksy.
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks.
From Edina.
Yeah. Big play. Let's get a stop.
The bang boat.
Oh, did he jump or is that a false start?
It's a false start. Taylor Decker reporting.
Yeah.
For a false start.
I think Taylor Decker false started.
He did. Now I'm mad at you.
Taylor Decker, little sneaky there, buddy. Little sneaky. Horrible call. Horrendous call.
Ooh, yeah,
Bad call.
don't agree with that.
Wow.
That's we'll take it.
Lions aren't getting any home cooking. Remember when everyone thought, oh, that's home field advantage, massive. They're going to get all the calls. Terrible call.
Good, good on them though. This has to be so fun, like to go to that playoff game. If you're like a hardcore Lions fan, you've had a rough 30 years.
It's true.
You had a fun early 90s, whatever. Barry was a lot of fun. I'm trying to think of other players. Mel Gray, Blades. I mean, Megatron, that whole era was kind of cool for a bit, but didn't get a lot of team success out of it. This is fun. This is fun for you if you're a Lions fan, especially if you're a Lions/Michigan fan. What a freaking week.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much. So a reminder, guys, as I tweeted out, we do wager real dollars on this league. In some cases, hard-earned dollars, you would say.
I know, but I've just grown to expect refs to be silly.
It's true. Now, what's going to happen here? 15. Does Detroit have all 3 timeouts? McVay will turtle here. On 1st and 10 at their own 5, he's running the ball. I feel strongly about that.
If it's a first down run, I'm just leaving. I have to go find Drew for halftime at some point here.
It's true. And you haven't had as much wine as he did last night.
No, I've kept it pretty much on the level today. I mean, it's a holiday sort of tomorrow, but I still got to get up and do things. Kids don't have school. It's Martin Luther King Day here in America.
And it would be that in Canada as well.
Really? You guys do that?
Well, no, I don't know what the fuck we do, honestly. Here's the thing. I operate on a U.S. schedule and have
fair.
for many years. So
you get our bank holidays.
Yeah.
It is. It is. Yeah, it's wife has to work. They aren't shutting the hospital down. That's for sure.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not, Andy.
I mean,
some people going in with frostbite. No one.
That would be no. It's the same as the banks, guys. Just deal with it yourself today.
Yeah.
Put some dirt on it.
This sounds great for right now. I don't have anyone in the house. I really screwed up trying to go with a tea. I wanted to calm myself down after the Cowboys game, so I made a tea. I rarely do this. I'm like, maybe this will help a little bit.
You're the fucking sleepy bear with the nightcap, and he's sitting in the easy chair.
This is a banger tea. Bengal spice. Whew.
I do like a good orange pico.
Whew.
Black pico. You know that orange spiced black pico? I don't know. Tazo makes a good tea. I don't hate a good warm tea. I like to put bourbon in my tea. That's actually a thing I do when I'm not feeling well.
I should have done some hot toddies. That's what I got to do.
Yeah. I make a hot toddy, but with like a little NyQuil. It's not too bad. Put some honey, some lemon, some NyQuil, bourbon, tea. I wake up feeling like $1 million. Have we run a play yet?
No.
Commercial breaks have been.
It's a long commercial. Yeah. Sight unseen right after the Super Bowl. Okay. Sight unseen. That? I don't know. It's some show. I guess it's debuting at the Super Bowl. Sight unseen.
Is that show with Queen Latifah still on? The Equalizer. I remember there was a football game once where they showed the ad for that 1 trillion times.
Yeah. In Canada, we would get The Mentalist a lot. The Good Doctor. The Good Doctor.
R.I.P. The Good Doctor. It's now done.
Done? It's officially done?
Final season.
I don't know anyone who watched that show, honestly.
Don't know anyone either. It seems a little offensive, but anyways.
Yeah.
Kyron Williams up the middle, and that will end my watch. I'm going to jump. I appreciate you having me on, but I do got to go get halftime ready with Drew. See, I got to get a coffee in him, slap him around, sober him up, get him ready to go. I'll catch you a different time though, Rob.
Andy. It's good to talk to you all the time.
We'll play some mini golf. We need to get further south.
You know what? I'm working on it. Andy Molitor, everyone. Follow him on Twitter at AndyMSFW. Peace out. All right, let's watch into this half here. Predictably, they did run on first down. Now they'll go into passing because they're letting the clock run. And they're going to, I don't even know. This is hard to watch. They are pass. Like at least Cup got the catch at least. I mean, I don't even know. I can't even describe what I've just watched here. They got the 6 yards on first down, but then they let the clock run. Like they're now in a plus situation. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't even have any idea. I know they're getting the ball to start the second half. This is what drives me crazy about McVay. McVay's a good coach, but he's backwards in these games. Like he thought this was great. McVay's talking right now. He thought this was great to get them out of the half. Like, is this guy insane? Stafford did a great job to get us out of the half there. He's not even thinking about scoring points. It's like, if you watched your offense, do you guys realize you move the ball? You have 8.7 yards per play. You move the ball downfield at will. And he's happy that McVay got them to the half. I don't understand these guys. Like, I just don't get it. Make it make sense. Somebody has to make it make sense. He's an offensive guy too. That's what I don't understand. He's an offensive guy. He's got one of the best offenses. They got 3 timeouts before the half. They picked up 6 yards on first down. My God. My God. Don't even know what to say about that. Did the Milwaukee Bucks game go final? Need Damian Lillard under 3.5 3-pointers. And Keegan Murray under 2.5. Don't even know who those guys. I know who Lillard is. I don't know who Keegan Murray is. I don't watch enough basketball. Second half line here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Rams minus half, minus 102. Total of 27. It's high. I mean, of course, what were you going to expect? 8.7 yards per play for the Rams first half, 7.5 yards per play for the Lions. Lions went touchdown, 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 punt. Rams went field goal, touchdown, touchdown, end of half. No defense to be found. Look at you, James. Thank you very much, James. Oh, we're in OT. Well, it looks like Murray should be okay. What a sweat. What a sweat. I just got into betting some NBA props recently, doing a little bit of an experiment to see how much I can scale this. We got a Leafs game going on tonight too. The Red Wings did not arrive to Toronto until half an hour before the game. The Leafs lose this game today. It's the end of the second period. The Leafs are up 2-1. This will truly be, like, I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself at this point. I might just need to take like one of those cold showers where you sit down in the corner, just let the water hit you, and you just reevaluate your life. Cowboys was bad enough. If the Leafs lose to a team that couldn't travel in until half an hour before the game, they had to set up a makeshift dressing room. Like, come on. Murray's out hurt. I hope it's not serious, but I don't mind cashing the bet. You know what, Nash? Sometimes this is a pen. This isn't even the vape. I was about to hit the pen. The actual pen. That would have been a problem. Sometimes you just got to do things to get you through. It's been a tough day. Nathan asked earlier, not sure if he's still around, about that San Fran Green Bay game. Truth is, I don't know yet. A lot of what I do is matchup driven. I can say that I believe that San Fran and Green Bay is going to have a lot of points. I also don't fully believe in the 49ers defense. It's good, but not great. I do think San Fran is going to move the ball very effectively in that game. That's assuming Christian McCaffrey is fine. But that bye week is very, very helpful. Very helpful. So that's what I'm thinking for that there. Okay, second half, I'm not betting anything. Did Barry Horse release anything? Nothing released by Barry Horse. That's good news. Just seeing if I could get some updates from Eric Eager at the game. See what the mood is like over there.
I don't want to bring this up. I mean, no, I lied. I do want to bring this up. It's kind of a fresh wound, but I just want to kind of open up the discourse on this. I know he's not going to get MVP love because it's closed now and it's a playoff shouldn't affect MVP. But I mean, Jordan Love has had a really good second half of the season.
Yeah.
Do you think that he should be like, I know you don't like to talk about awards, stuff like that, but do you think he's put together like close to an MVP caliber season this year? Forgetting what happened in this last game.
Okay, so the MVP voting is in prior to the season. First
Yeah.
of all, Lamar Jackson is going to win the MVP.
Yeah.
Whether or not you think he should win the MVP, he's going to win it. For me, if you look at Jordan Love, where is he EPA per play? Like success rate wise, 47.6% success rate. That would be very low for an MVP. That wasn't like making up for it in terms of like rushing overall. It's not an MVP caliber season, I would say.
Okay.
Nowhere close. Like great
Okay.
second half of the year, but he had
Yeah.
too many dud games that were in between there. That
on
can't
top of that, on top of that, those two primetime duds against the Lions and the Raiders, where he just kind of crapped his pants. It's not obviously doesn't reflect too kindly on him, but I'm honestly impressed with how he's played.
like
half the season.
if you're taking a pure statistical perspective point of view, which I'm not saying is the right way to do it, by the way.
Yep.
But if you're actually taking a purely statistical point of view to evaluate quarterbacks, Jared Goff's season is better than Jordan Love's across the board in every metric that is of value. Do I think Jared Goff is better than Jordan Love? Absolutely not. 0% chance. I think Jordan Love is doing way more or more with less. Let's put it that way.
What about this question? Because I've also thought of this as well. Because obviously Jordan Love is not a rookie, but he like kind of is, right? Like he kind of is, right? It's his first real season.
Yeah.
So like who like I assume you think CJ Stroud is probably better, right? But CJ Stroud, yeah, I don't know. What do you think about Love versus Stroud if one is better than the other?
I think Stroud is better. I think they're both very good. For me, part of how I would like, if I think about it this way, I think it's easier to game plan for Jordan Love than it is for CJ Stroud. I think Stroud, the weakness for him was like, oh, Stroud's struggling against man coverage type of situation. And then the Browns just played a bunch of man coverage on him. And even without Tank Dell, he cooked them all over the field. Stroud has he's a lot more balanced across the board. And also, if we just take their range as well, like we've seen Love have a lot of bad games.
But
don't know on Stroud yet.
Yeah, that's true.
The most interesting thing for Stroud to me is going to be the outdoors for him, because he's played a lot of his games indoor this year. Obviously, Houston's home games. And next week at Baltimore, don't know what the conditions are going to be like, but that'll be a test, because the couple outdoor games he's had this year has really been a challenge for him.
I mean, and if you're a quarterback in Green Bay, you have to be, like we talked about yesterday, you have to be good at outdoors. Like it's like non-negotiable. Like if you want to be a successful Green Bay team, like yeah. And revolt I don't know, revolt me, whatever he's saying. That's part of the reason why I'm thinking about Jordan Love.
Yep.
Because his receivers do kind of stink, right? Like, I mean, Dobbs has looked good, Reed has looked good, but like they didn't look good last year. Christian Watson's been hurt basically all year. The second that what's his name? Musgrave was looking good, gets hurt, then Tucker Kraft comes in, he looks like the exact same. Like, is that a result of them being good, or is that Love elevating them, or is it just play calling? I don't know. It's just questions I have in my head.
Yeah, and they played a tougher schedule of opposing defenses this year as well than Houston did. I mean, listen, it wouldn't surprise me if 2-3 years from now, Jordan Love is better than CJ Stroud. Like, I think they're both good.
Yeah.
I think Love is certainly more of an unknown right now, though. I do. I think his range has been wider, and he's had more of those duds. And I just think he's easier to game plan for as well.
Fair enough. Play calling edge you give to Green Bay over Houston.
100%.
Okay.
100%. Good head coach.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, verdict's still out on DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah.
I don't think super highly of him, but I mean, he's getting results. I just happen to think that it's his QB and the explosive plays that are getting results.
Yeah. Do you think, just kind of thinking along kind of a similar thread of DeMeco Ryans head coach, do you think, Robert Saleh is a good head coach?
No, I think he's terrible.
Okay.
It's hard to say for sure. You can never say anything for sure.
Yeah.
3-pointer. That's upsetting.
Yeah. But the consensus seems like, it seems like just the way you speak about head coaching is you always value offensive head coach.
Not always, but like I value progressive thinking.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. Right. So, I don't like the defensive minds that just get like the end of that half. McVay's an offensive coach, but to me, that's not like progressive thinking because
of course.
He's content at that point.
Yeah.
To go into the halftime to the locker room down 4 when his offense has a huge advantage over the Lions defense that's what bothers me. But Saleh, we can't say for sure because he hasn't had a quarterback yet.
That's
right.
True. That's true.
And we don't know how the season would have gone with Aaron Rodgers, but like to me, he exhibits enough on a weekly basis where you're like, what the hell is wrong with this guy over and over? Yeah. I just don't think highly of him right now.
He also hired Nathaniel Hackett, and like that should just be like a fireable offense on the spot here. One more question I have is about Cowboys' potential head coaching vacancy if it comes about.
Yeah.
You got to think if they fire Mike McCarthy, they'll probably be all the odds on the board right now are probably going to get wiped. They'll probably be front runners for everyone. Like they'll interview Ben Johnson. They'll interview Jim Harbaugh. They'll interview a bunch of guys. Is there someone who's like, who would you want? Like, would you want to see Ben Johnson on the Cowboys? I feel like that's your probably number one if you had to pick.
I would, but I think that there's almost no chance that happens because
Why?
I think that Jerry Jones will go with like a more established head coach.
Yeah.
Someone that's going to move the needle, right? Like if he's going to get rid of McCarthy, he's not going to get rid of it for a guy who's taking his first head coaching job.
Okay, I see. So Harbaugh though could be.
I don't think Harbaugh is going to work.
Okay.
I don't like the idea of college coaches going to the NFL. It's just a track record of the majority of them failing over time.
Yeah.
Different game. Also, like with collegiate coaching, here's what drives me crazy about the college coaches. That a lot of people will be like, "Oh, this guy's amazing." So much of it just comes down to the ability to recruit, and that's it.
100%.
Right?
100%.
It's like once you recruit the best players, you don't have to be better than the coach on the other sideline. You're probably going to get it done. That edge doesn't exist in pro sports. And that's why so many of these guys fail. Urban Meyer, Nick Saban, Matt Rule, whoever else, because it's just a different game. Harbaugh would be the lowest on my list, personally.
Interesting.
That's not to say he cannot succeed, but I think it's such a big risk. Now, he was good in the NFL. I do get that. But like stuff changes over
a long time ago. Yeah, that was
a long time. So
I think it'd just be funny to see if they do get Harbaugh, because Harbaugh is right now the front runner for the Chargers, and I think that'd be pretty funny if that were to happen, because I feel like our friend Jeff might feel like he might have a bit of a fit if he was expecting Harbaugh and the Cowboys cucked him out of Harbaugh.
See, like I don't know. It's very weird for me, and obviously, like I'm a pessimistic person. Kickoff just went through, but I don't think a lot of the proven candidates are candidates I want for my team.
Fair.
Like even Vrabel. Do I think Vrabel should have got fired from Tennessee? No. Am I confident that he's going to go to the next team and all of a sudden turn them around? No, I'm not. like his style was also the successful Tennessee years were, built off the backs of milking away leads with Derrick Henry, basically, right? And the wheels have sort of come off there now. Am I convinced he's great? No. I think he's probably above average, but I'd personally be looking to find someone who is going to be elite. And Bennett Johnson, in my opinion, range is wide, but I'd be looking for the guy that can be that elite guy.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh, Stafford had a wide open receiver and missed him here. Cup, I think. That would have.
Did you mention Mike Tomlin?
No.
Jay just brought up Mike. No, you don't want him.
Same. What separates these guys? What's separating Belichick and Tomlin and Vrabel? I don't know.
Yeah, fair.
I don't know how he missed Cup here. He had him. I don't know if that throwing hand's bothering him or whatever. Of course, the Leafs are tied. Classic.
Team just doesn't care enough. Am I right?
They just suck, man. They just suck.
Need to
All
try
right.
harder. Anyways.
Let's get this together, Stafford. Oh. I took a sack. But this is why the last possession of the first half is so important relative to this.
Yeah. Also, one more thing. I mean, it worked out for Green Bay in the game. Like, were you shocked that they decided to to receive the kick in the first?
No.
That was the right move, what do you think?
I mean, especially, like, I don't want to be a results-based analyst, but they think that they have an edge over the Cowboys D. Go out and score. Dallas didn't play from behind a lot this year.
Fair.
They didn't play from behind a lot this year. So
someone asked if the Leafs are the Cowboys of the NHL. Are the Leafs the Cowboys of the NHL? I think that the Falcons, the Leafs are the Falcons. That's what I think.
I don't even like to draw the comparisons. There's just so many franchises across every sport that are shit and don't win.
Progressively sad. Yeah.
I don't know what makes one closer to another or whatever. I just don't like to think about
It's all conjecture. Yeah. Fair enough here. Where's Jeff? We're missing out on Jeff right now.
Yeah, he popped in and then out. So I think maybe just to plug
there
in
he
his
is.
mic. There we go.
There he is.
All right. Big 3rd and 11. I'll bring on my buddy here. Jeffrey Feinberg. How's it going?
Oh, buddy, I'm doing good. I'm soaked pretty hard on many levels. I had a good day. I got a lot on the line we can run through here. I could tell you're a brave man, Rob. I couldn't even tell you where I'd be because I'd get your whole fucking enterprise sued. Okay? You know what? It's called an elephant tranquilizer. Come on.
Dude. I mean, listen, they got away with that bullshit false start at the beginning of the year. How is this not pass interference? This is insane.
Fuck. That's bullshit.
Yeah, Kirby Joseph can jump to make an interception, but there's another player all over him as well.
Kirby Joseph under 5.5 tackles. He's currently got 0.
Did you actually play that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually played that as well on my life.
I also have this guy. They gave me a couple tackles over the break. Jones, he could have like 14 already, but the Lions are hard to tackle. I got him over 9.5.
Ernest Jones.
Yeah. He's good. He's in on everything. Well, he's missed a few tonight, but I guess he's in on a lot. But Rob, I would be so deep in my elephant tranquilizer right now. You couldn't even wake me up with a stick if I were you. And I couldn't even give my recipe because I'd get your whole shit sued because someone would try it and they'd kill themselves. Okay. I don't know. I only know as I'm older in life, like we only break that out in extreme circumstances. But yeah. Let's just say there's what, Jason?
Can you drop it in the private chat? You're coming in guns blazing. I mean, I just wanted to ask.
I feel bad for Rob. I couldn't be here.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah.
That's why we're here, right? To
you got
carry
a
them all.
fucking dart in your neck. Yeah, no,
dart in your neck.
I'm not kidding, Jason. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. Like, yeah.
You doing okay? You're everything good?
Yeah, listen, I had
What
to,
happened in the golf? What happened in the golf that you
I
might
don't
not?
want to talk about it, Rob. I had Benny on. What
Oh,
a fuck. So many people either had like Benny or Keegan and Grayson Murray. Oh my God. Benny missed like a six. I don't want to talk about it other than to say it's been 2 weeks in the golf season. I'm ready for it to be over. I had the Gala last week, T2, 90-1. I had fucking Benny this week, 40-1. And I don't each way shit. Because to me, I'm just like water will find its level as you take your sip. You know, like why give half back? I trust myself to meet my quota. I don't want to give half back with a fucking each way. So I'm kind of annoyed.
yeah.
I feel like I'm seeing it clearly, but I'm not, because now I'm gonna look at that board tomorrow like fucking pissed, thinking I should already have 2 winners in the chamber. I got nothing, Rob.
I'll give you a winner. There's no lines posted yet, but the first WPL event of the year, you make it all back on Joey Grable.
Oh,
I'll tell you that right now. The gift that keeps on giving.
Love Joey's. Joey here. Rob, and it's one of those bullshit. The field is strong, but it's one of those bullshit like executive pro-ams on like 3 different courses. Those are real hard to bet. Was it 3.5 feet, Drew? It looked a little longer than 3.5 feet, but I knew he was gonna fucking miss it. I'm not even kidding. I can't believe I bet Benny Ann. I can't believe I bet him, and I can't believe whatever. It doesn't matter. Sorry, you asked about the golf. You'd rather talk about the Cowboys than I.
No. I would rather not. I already saw this question about like which was the more painful, the Cowboys last year, or this year, or Chargers last year. And honestly, I couldn't even think about. My brain started spiraling out of control.
All I know is as I've sat here like watching that, I was like, maybe having your life blown up a month ago, 6 weeks ago wasn't so bad. Because guys, that would, Rob, like, I love you, buddy. That, holy shit. And I was on the Packers. They were my best bet on the Mayo show that I do with Pat this week. I loved I took the touchdown. I just thought they'd keep up in a crazy game, and holy shit. Shit.
I know, man.
It's just like, I cheer for loser teams too, but wow, Rob, wow.
I don't even have, I can't even think about. Also, like, can the fucking Rams get a stop on 3rd down ever?
No,
is that going to be possible in this game?
No, they can't.
Oh man. They're just killing them.
It was all like, Rob, it is almost like a loss, is an embarrassing loss where almost Jerry has to do something, or no, it's you run it back now with the 12-win coach 3 straight years. Like,
no, I don't think so. I think because of the manner in which they lost, I think it's done.
Yeah, it was.
The thing is, though,
these owners, there's one thing they hate worse than losing. It's getting fucking embarrassed, Rob. I mean that. Like, as I joked with you, Brandon Staley could have lost by 14, 17, 20 points every game for the last month. He could have kept his job. The fact that he went out there and like embarrassed the owner, like the franchise.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you're gone. And I know they're very different situations. Jerry's, I don't know, man. And I heard you're ranting off the top. This is what I'd like to say. I think Bill actually respects Jerry, and everyone loves Will McClay. Will McClay would not take an interview. For people who don't know, Jerry gets to keep the GM title, but that roster doesn't look that way because of fucking Jerry Jones.
No.
Will McClay is like literally more important to Jerry Jones than his own son, Steven, is in terms of that team. Yeah. And that guy wouldn't take interviews. He turned down a GM interview with the Chargers. He's turned them down last year. He's probably paid better than like 85%.
100%. Yep, for sure.
Jerry's like, I'll keep the title because I keep the title. And you can call yourself whatever you want. You're not the GM, but that's the guy that does 90. That's the guy that does Jerry's legwork. That's
Right.
the guy that gives Jerry 3 names and says, you got to pick one of these, but these are the 3 best names. And here you can, I almost knocked my beer over, and you can pick the final one. So I think Bill respects that guy. Like, I mean that. So Bill would just be the coach there. Like,
Yes, but okay. I don't know that Bill's a good coach anymore.
I know, but it's almost like it's an easy cop. It's like you're a 3 straight year, 12 win fucking team. Like,
But that's my point. Yes, we got a sack, baby. All right. We're going to have a huge, long.
Chargers hire Quinn.
Hey, Jeff, Ernest Jones.
Those are tackles, right?
No, a sack is a tackle. He's up to 8, man. He's up to 4 tackles, 4 assisted.
No, people don't want my Harbaugh rabbit hole, but I'll just say every GM that we've been interviewing, Rob, is like a friend of the Harbaugh tree.
Yeah.
I
don't get this though either. Like, Trey Lance is not good. Like, he's not a good quarterback.
Yeah, what's that about Trey Lance? Who's got Trey Lance? Oh, Dallas has
Cowboys.
Trey Lance. Yeah.
It's like, you can't do that. You have a roster to win now. You can't play Trey Lance.
It was just a very weird. I don't know, man. It'll be lit, and the problem is, it's going to be litigated. It's almost like the Browns game never happened. The way the Cowboys lost is going to like just take all the oxygen. Tonight's game is going to take it.
Yes.
Can
we get a miss? Can we get a miss?
Please
50
miss.
plus yard field goals.
This is Money Badger. Fuck this guy.
Yeah,
fuck
fuck
him.
Badgley. Fuck Badgley.
Fuck
Come on,
him.
let's get a miss.
Fuck him. He's really good below like 45 yards, but this is longer.
Put it fucking right down the pipe. Oh, that barely made it, it looked like. I guess he doesn't have much of a leg.
No, he's not a long kicker.
Well, McVay's stoked because they stopped him. I mean, I would take this, I guess, as well. McVay, that cuck before the half, like, buddy. No, I went.
Okay, so who will they hire? Who would you want them to hire?
Me?
Sorry, you may have done this. Sorry, who's?
No, that's fine. I'll tell you right now. If it were up to me, this is not going to happen. It's like -% chance of it happening. But Ben Johnson is my guy.
No, but I think that's not impossible.
No, with the candidates out there, if it was a different year, but with Belichick, Vrabel, Harbaugh out there, Jerry's going to go for a name. He's not going to sell it to we're getting rid of McCarthy, 3 straight 12-win years.
No, but it could be like a total philosophical shift. Like Jerry's ready to jump into the next generation with a whiz kid.
Yeah, the last time he did that was Dave Campo.
No, that was he was like a special teams fucking.
Exactly. He went off the rails and was like, yeah, Dave Campo's the guy. Yeah.
No, I know. And like, I know you hate nothing you would like hate more is it doesn't even matter who it is. A retread defensive coach. And that's what Belichick is.
Yes.
For all the accolade or like, if you want like at the core, it's a retread defense. Bill Carroll, retread defense.
Like, I'll tell you this. I don't know anything about Mike McDonald, Ravens defense.
I like him a lot.
Right. But if you're going to go a defensive guy, I would rather you go a defensive guy who might be a progressive coach rather than one of the old geezers.
I really like Mike McDonald, Rob. I'm just worried that, and I think he would impress the Chargers, but I feel Mike McDonald walks into the Chargers locker room and the like veterans would be like, who the fuck is Staley 2.0? Nothing against McDonald. It would just feel the exact same to like a tenured player, I think.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like he has no chance, but I'm a huge fan of that guy. Like huge fan of that guy.
There's the OC for Arizona, Drew Petzing, might actually be pretty solid, but that won't happen. What about the Ravens?
Todd Monken.
Todd Monken. Yeah.
He could end up in Carolina, Rob. Like they might not get any good like that. And he's a guy that's, you know, he's an S from Georgia. Like he's got SEC ties. Like that's a job. If Tepper, like, because you feel like Tepper will offer Ben Johnson has options, so he probably would rather take a couple $1 million less to like have a better situation than
right.
working for Tepper. Let's get a touchdown right fucking now and have this game be this Shakespearean finish we spoke like everyone wanted all week, right? Let's do this.
Jeff, you might have a good laugh at this tonight. I don't know if you saw the Leafs. Leafs are hosting Detroit,
No,
but the Red Wings could not get into town because of the snow until about half an hour before the start of the game. They had to like make a makeshift dressing room for them, and they're tied with the Leafs.
why a makeshift dressing room?
They had to like dress before they got to the arena, apparently, or something
Oh
like
my
that. So they
God.
could go right out into the.
Can I tell something to your viewers? And Rob, you'll agree with me on this. And it even happened to all of us in our own moment where like our parents were running late. Our dad was like late from work. So you had to get dressed. The kid that like walked in like dressed with his skates on,
skate
like
guards on?
that kid sucked. Like that kid was
Worst
not good. And I'm not here to say I was like I had a great talent of like being just like mid. Like I just mid. Like wasn't near the bottom. But you know, I could play my role. I could play my limited minutes on defense to just make the travel road team, to just be able to go on the road trips. You know, I knew my role, self-aware. But any kid that walks into the dressing room with his like skates tied already because like dad had to do them at home. No, that guy was not good. Like that was a bad scene.
It was shameful.
Like truly, unless like it was a once a while, like an emergency, like because you were running late and you did get dressed in the car.
No. Listen,
arrived,
I could
like,
deal with.
But if it was your
half-dressed.
normal thing to like come dressed, buddy,
No.
Like
I could deal with the half dressed, the guys who put on like their shin pads and their socks.
That's fine, but
that's
skates.
fine, and
You
they
gotta
wore
put your
shoes.
skates
But
on
the
in
guy
the
who gave them
room.
skates from the parking lot, these people, they should be send them to another.
You gotta
planet.
put your skates on with the boys. Can't have like your dad putting on your skates in front of your pals. Like that's all it's about.
Embarrassing. All right, Rams, let's keep it moving here, boys. Keep it moving. Lions are sending pressure that's not getting home right now.
Not getting home.
Joseph got a tackle though. Kirby Joseph.
I think we're on one though. I think we're on.
I think that's his first of the game.
Yeah. I think we're on one.
It is, yeah. Which is
There's
weird.
not many like places. Yeah, I had Rob last night. You know what I crushed? Melvin Ingram under 3.5.
I thought you were going to say like a Crown and Dr. Pepper.
No, crushed, pig mode. I get that a lot, Joey. Trailer Park Boy, one of them. I've gotten that. I've gotten
little Ricky over here.
Yeah, one of them. Man. Whatever.
Kyron
hey, Rob,
Williams.
Can I just say something?
No, I wasn't Williams. It was Rivers. Go ahead. Yeah.
You know, like even when like the Chargers lose, they lose a bad game. You know, it's never been the question. You know, it's never been the discourse. Should the Chargers pay Herbert? Should Herbert be the quarterback of the Chargers? That's never. But people want to compare him to this guy in Miami who loses a game, and it's all people like want to know. Like, should he be the guy? Yes. So that's all.
Because we know Herbert is good. We know he's good. He can throw the ball with velocity and accuracy. Oh no, that's Joseph again. Damn it, Joseph. At least you got
get hot, Joseph.
Joseph's getting cooked a little bit too much.
Well, he can also like make a play when the play breaks down.
Kyron Williams in the medical tent.
That's no good.
That's not good. That's certainly.
Yeah, I was wondering. It's been a lot of Rivers.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Certainly not good if you bet Kyron Williams under rushing attempts in the first quarter. So if he's in the tent, you don't want to see that if you bet his under rushing attempts.
What are you talking about?
Where'd that guy go?
And so didn't you bet that live? And like someone in the chat brought up Kyron Williams rushing attempts.
Yeah, so you want to see that. I don't want him to get hurt.
I know. I'm just trying to be nice here. I don't know.
Let's go.
Never want to cheer.
Who is that guy? He just ran through 1 million tackles.
Is that Allen again?
No, it's Allen. Allen. Holy shit, dude.
The Allen is shit, Rob. Oh my god. He's Clemson, I think. This guy made some plays. Clemson.
Oh, there you go. Look at you breaking out the college knowledge.
We got to do. Well, no, maybe we should wait for this drive to be over. But I've been waiting like a week a week to call out Jason.
All right, let's do it as soon as this drive ends. Hopefully that it ends with the Rams getting into the end zone here. Play action. Come on, Stafford. Throw away. Late flag.
What was it?
I have no idea.
Oh, Rob, you know another bet I have? We can sweat it together, at least through this quarter. I don't want to make a comment because it could be over. No. Your Jameson Williams under. I was listening to your Cowboys rant and I caught that.
He caught the ball. So.
And now they have him running possession routes. Like, what are they doing? He's just supposed to be a burner.
It's a little upsetting. It's a little bit upsetting. This guy should be flying down the sidelines, not catching 6-yard curls over the middle of the field. Christ almighty, man. This team. The Lions were put on this.
Credit to them. Like, Raheem could have never seen that coming.
Yeah. True. Raheem's playing checkers and these guys, Ben Johnson's playing chess. No, I hate this play. Yeah, got blown up. We're going to have a 3rd and 11 or a 3rd and 12 here.
It's bad news.
It's bad news, man. It is bad news. Oh, just dumb. I don't know. I don't like these end arounds and reverses closer to the goal line. The defense is more condensed. I don't love it. Never have. Oh, Nakua took a massive hit. Fumbled that too. Fumbled that out of bounds. Come on, Stafford. One time, buddy. One time. I went underneath the cup. Complete, but way short. And you know McVay's dying to kick a field goal, so it's going to happen. They showed it again. Stafford's teeth, man. Stafford's got the best teeth on the planet. And he's hurt. Fuck. Uh-oh. He's walking off very slowly. Late hit by Hutt. Oh, he got destroyed. Oh, no. He's concussed. He's got a concussion, man. 100%. There's no way they let him play. Look at his eyes on this play.
Wentz magic?
Dude, how are they not going to put this guy in the medical tent right now? You got to live bet the Lions.
Hopefully no one's watching.
Dude, his eyes were in the back of his head right there. Is Carson Wentz going to lead the Rams to a victory in Detroit?
Carson Wentz rushing yards. Let's go. Wonder who put Carson Wentz in their DFS lineup.
McVay knows. Look at McVay walk. McVay knows like it's a bad injury.
It's a game off the board.
He's holding his arm or his ribs, but like he's literally he's out there for a second.
Game did move to 5.5. I'm watching it right now, 4.5 at some places, and it's starting to move to 5.5. It looks like.
Yeah.
Total's also coming down a bit too. So like 61.
That's just a natural,
Yeah.
immediate reaction play.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That's not fair. I asked for the Shakespeare ending.
What's the Shakespeare ending, if you don't mind me asking? I feel like I'm
like the Lions been waiting 30 goddamn years, Jason, to restore it. And all it's Stafford coming home, it's Goff, like any level.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like
I see.
Like
putting the foot in Stafford.
Like you couldn't write this. People say the league is scripted. Like you couldn't write this shit.
Fair enough.
There was a lot of fun shit this week. Even like Tariq going back to KC.
Yep.
McCarthy playing the Packers. Like that's got a layer that like hardcores are always we're into.
Yep. I just like I would hate if he doesn't play the rest of this game because it puts such a damper on the game.
Yeah, maybe no one's watching. Maybe no one saw it. Maybe we're the only ones.
Well, first of all, apparently no one was watching the actual play itself because there's no personal foul on that play. He got drilled by two different defenders like well after he threw the ball. Does anyone take more big hits than Stafford? Stafford takes so, and he's like
that was his MO though. That was his MO.
I was gonna
even back in the day.
Like he just gets destroyed. hanging
Maybe
in there.
this- Maybe this is the poetic justice that Jeff is not justice. I don't want to say that because he got hurt, but like the
No, I'm not even
Shakespearean-
implying the Rams need to win under my like storyline, Jason. I'm just saying like don't take away this game from us.
fair. But like maybe this is like what the Lions fans have experienced year over year with Stafford getting hurt because for some reason he takes too many hits, and now we see it in real time, and it finally comes to benefit them. Is
Well,
that like the?
I'm
I'm galaxy braining this, aren't I?
I mean, yeah, it's
Okay.
a bit of a.
Rob, I have Allen over 8.5 rushing yards attempts tomorrow. Do you think that's a sucker's bet?
I think it was a better bet previously than it is now, but I still think that's fine. Like it's playoffs, and he's gonna, it's all hands on deck now. So no, I don't.
I made it under the Sunday conditions.
Hmm.
I didn't make it. Like then they canceled.
Yeah, but he's still gonna be involved in rushing the ball. He's still gonna be involved in running the ball. Stafford went back into the tent again. Yeah, I don't know. This guy's got like a bunch of injuries right now. Hutchinson hits him late. This guy smokes him late. Ali McNeil, his eyes are in the back of his head. He's clearly got a concussion, man. They cannot put this guy back in the game. That's fucking sad. That's really upsetting to watch. That's tough.
Can't believe Grayson Murray won a golf tournament. But on the real, Rob, Minwoo Lee. I don't even know about this week, but Minwoo Lee all year. He's gonna be a monster. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to regular scheduled program. I don't know. That wasn't roughing the passer. It should have been roughing the passer. It's bullshit.
I at least, I mean, the first hit is arguable. I don't think the second one is, but it's Carson Wentz time, man. You know what? Listen, this is the truth. I studied this. It was a hypothesis that we had in our betting group many years ago about quarterbacks who come in mid-game, and a lot of them tend to actually way outperform their metrics, historically speaking, because in my opinion, my theory is that the defenses are just prepared for a different quarterback and watching film of a different quarterback all week, and they don't get to see the backup. So maybe we get a good Carson Wentz performance. Maybe we do. Would you crack open there, bud?
I'm at the last that fucking Japanese beer I bought when I thought we were signing Ohtani. I bought like a case of it. I like it, but it reminds me of that shit every time, Rob.
You must not drink often because I swear you've had that for like 5 weeks now.
Yeah, I was away for a bit. I don't know. Like
you're right.
I'll bring stuff over for the holidays, so like it just gets pushed to the back. Like it's literally the last one though, so it's not like it wasn't being drunk. Like it's the last one in the back of the fridge. Figure we'll rip it tonight.
All right, boys, we got a punt. We got a punt, baby. Stafford is back with his helmet on the sidelines.
It's crazy. Yeah, he was just throwing the ball. That makes no sense. Like, as someone who just emptied all of their accounts, not actually.
Is the guy who got that tackle or sack, was that my guy?
I don't know who they're going to credit it to. Yes, Ernest Jones was the one that tripped. That's the closest defender there.
Do we have a number? Jason,
yeah.
You know what he's
9.
got?
9 right now.
I need 9 and a hafer.
Yeah. Dude, I've watched quarterbacks play with concussions before. Justin Fields. It ain't good. But it does make for an even better storyline. Imagine Stafford leads the Rams to victory in Detroit while he's concussed. That will take, maybe I can get away from the Cowboys losing for one day.
I told you it's been a dirty day, bro. I got a double cheese from Duke's sitting right here.
Oh my God, man. You're making, I'm trying to eat healthier, man. Like
it's been a dirty day. And you know what I like? I like a good little coagulated Duke's cheeseburger.
Duke? Yeah. What's Duke?
McDonald's. A fresh McDonald's, like fresh McDonald's like nuggets or like chicken are clutch, but their burgers like hot and fresh. No, that's not what Duke's tastes like. I need Duke's like coagulated a little bit.
You need it like a little cold and reheated.
You don't like the hot and fresh burger.
No,
I'm the
in real
opposite.
Rob, at like a normal place I do. But the Duke's taste, like when I crave Duke's, it's not like a hot and fresh taste that I'm craving. Fries, yes. Nuggets, yes. McChicken, yes. But if you get that burger fresh, tastes different. Doesn't taste as good.
I gotta ask, how like is this a recent thing for you, or have you always been like this? Because I'm trying to think maybe Uber Eats is conditioning.
I hope he
like
has.
no.
I knew Jeff starting in 2008, 2009. He wasn't always like this. Back in the day, he had some class.
I'm not. No, but Rob, like we go for any burger you want. Take me to like any burger joint.
This is turning into Cust Corner. You are really making a case for the most insane person right now. Like if they catch a glimpse of this, it's over for you. I'll tell you right now.
No, I'll talk about a quagged Dukes. I don't care.
Where did Duke come from?
Yeah, listen, when you're maybe.
I'll tell you this. Here's my McDonald's order. When I'm like starving, I'll get a Big Mac, just the sandwich, and I'll get 2 junior chicken sandwiches on the side. Those junior chickens, I want them to be fucking piping hot. I want to burn my mouth on that first bite. That's what I need with that junior chicken.
Duke's chicken's got to be piping hot.
Yes.
Got to be piping hot.
But
I
the
don't
Big
mean
Mac,
like
I don't want a cold Big Mac with cold Mac sauce or whatever. Like
coagulated cold Mac sauce.
No, this is Jeff.
No. Oh, I guess I should say I'm a very like plain. Like I like
you don't like sauce,
ketchup. Leafs lost. That's an embarrassing loss for the Leafs.
Well, we lost to a Zamboni driver before. We might as well lose to a team that couldn't make it into town until half an hour before the game. Yeah, Jeff does need his own show. We're working some concepts right now. A couple that have been put out there. One we talked about on this program, which was Shooting the Shit with Jeff Feinberg, which we would just record in bathroom stalls. But also, this was pitched this week, Jeff, and I didn't bring it up to you yet. At some point, I was going to.
Okay.
But a walk in the park with Jeff Feinberg, where you're just walking through the park, doing what you got to do. Maybe hit the pen, spliff, and you just talk about whatever's on your mind for about 5 minutes as you walk through. I think that could be really good content, personally.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh, is this quarter started or is my TV broken?
Grable knows right here, man. This is what happens when you hit one of those puffer pens too many times.
It's been a long day. It's been a long day for me. A long day.
Stafford is in the game, people. Matthew Stafford is under center in the game after he hurt his ribs, had his shoulder stepped on, and definitely was concussed. Definitely was.
How long was the +4 available on this game?
Like barely,
okay,
if at all.
So like wasn't even real.
Who are they pulling out of the game? Nakua? He's got to go to the tent? What is happening here? Obviously, one guy's got a concussion in this game, and it ain't Nakua. This is hilarious, man.
Hold on a second. What happened to Nakua?
They called him off the field because I think they were going to put him like through the medical tent process, and then they just sent them back in the game. Like, no, it's not him. It's good to go back out there.
It's like how many plays did watching last night? You're wondering how the refs couldn't see Mahomes' broken helmet, like how it took them an extra play.
Oh man, I don't know. The amount of force for that, I know it was cold, but for that helmet to break was absurd. Kyron Williams is back in the game, by the way. That was a 15-yard carry for him there. Just for anyone who's bet props. That live look though was good. Regardless of, he's going to get a bunch of carries now.
I didn't realize the fourth quarter. Fuck, I can get out of here.
Yeah, you're gone. You can go enjoy your very cold, coagulated burger, you sick fuck.
No. I might like nuke it for like 9 seconds or something. Like just
With the bread?
what do you mean with the bread? It's that Duke's cake bread. Love that shit.
This story is getting more and more disturbing.
Just drunk McDonald's. It's not like real McDonald's.
Yeah, but you reheating a burger is terrible.
It's McDonald's.
I understand, but like you don't get if you just put the burger in the microwave, the burger's gonna get hot and soggy, and like the inside. Anyway, I'm done with you.
It's
Jeff.
not even.
I've had
No.
enough of
This
you
is
for
like
today.
a bad thing. I've had a long day. I'm like deep on one.
The people want to know what's wrong with this guy. I can't explain. I honestly don't even have. I didn't know that there was people out there that preferred a cold McDonald's burger to a warm McDonald's burger. To me, that didn't exist. But now you're talking about putting it in the microwave after. Why don't you just eat it warm in the first place?
Maybe I just didn't want. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw it out now. I don't care.
I don't think you should do that. Oh,
It wasn't that important.
Time out for the Rams.
All right.
You've overstayed your due.
Yeah.
Your welcome is over at this point.
Hopefully the Rams can win. Okay. Bye for now.
Bye, Jeff. Shoot in the shit with Jeff Feinberg or a walk in the park with Jeff Feinberg. One of those is happening. It's coming to the Hammer Betting Network next year. I promise that. We'll end it off in the fourth quarter here. My fellow Canadian, living south of the border now. He goes by Mac Daddy, Ian McMillan.
It's true. It's a tough act to follow there by Jeff.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't take that Maple Leafs poster down in the background today because they just lost to a Detroit team that couldn't get into town till half an hour before the game.
I did bet the Red Wings, so that was the only reason why that this is going to stay up.
Yeah. You got anything in this game?
Same bet as everyone else, Rams money line. I took Stafford over passing yards, which looked like it was about to be a heartbreaker there, but now he's back in the game, and I guess he just went over. So,
there we
that
go.
one just hit.
Yeah.
He would have fallen 6 yards short, I think.
He would that would have been devastating.
Yeah.
But also, Ian, you would have been lucky because the complainer brigade would have been on the sports books to get the refund on
Maybe
that
it
one,
would have
right?
got the refund.
You would have got the
There was a
refund on
chance
that
for
one.
that.
So you were
Yeah.
free rolling, I think, on that one.
Yeah, it looks like he just went over it though. So so now we just got Rams money line left.
I mean, this is going to be a truly incredible story when the guy that was out cold on the field ends up beating his former team, right?
Is he the toughest quarterback of all time?
I mean, he's up.
He
there.
might be.
He takes so many massive hits. It's absurd.
I mean, there's that famous clip where he threw his shoulder out when he was with the Lions.
Yeah.
And they did. I think they were 0-8 or something at the time.
Yeah.
And then threw a 2-point conversion for the win or to tie it or something.
The Nails are asking the tough questions tonight. Does Mac prefer hot or cold McDonald's? What's your
Hot
personal?
McDonald's, obviously. I missed what was he saying, that he's gonna eat a cold burger from McDonald's or something?
Yeah, he went out and bought a burger earlier, but saved it to eat it cold after the fact because he prefers to eat it when it's.
He prefers to eat a burger cold.
Yeah, he didn't didn't just forget
insane.
to eat it. He's sick, man. It's a real sick fuck.
I've eaten a cold junior chicken before, but I don't think I could eat a cold burger.
No, that's worse. That one's worse. The
What?
chicken has to be the junior chicken has to be scalding hot. It's got to be you needed to feel that it was just taken right out of that oil right beforehand, right out of the fryer, directly into the mouth.
My trick with the junior chickens I used to, and you can't anymore because they don't have the sauce. I used to get Thai sauce on my junior chickens.
Yeah. Barry Horse, a reminder from last night. Don't forget to salt your McDonald's as well.
Then Jerry Jones does that, doesn't he? Doesn't he salt his McGriddles or something?
You know more about Jerry Jones than I do, apparently.
I think he does.
I mean, Barry Horse is clinically insane as well because Feinberg eats cold McDonald's. Barry Horse just eats straight salt. He literally just cracks salt directly.
Oh, he wasn't joking when he said that.
No.
He salts his McDonald's.
Well, it started with him actually just drinking honey, which I found to be unusual. And I asked him about that. And he just likes to slowly take a shot of honey every 5 minutes. We got some real sick people in this world. Real, to each their own. You're entitled to your own stuff, whatever you want to do. But I don't know what's going on here in the past couple days. I really don't. Let's go, Rams. Come on, Rams. Let's get this done. Are we close to real time? Or are you behind me? Do you know?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna be way behind. I'm streaming on Hulu, and Hulu is
Oh.
famous for being way behind. So just
tough.
don't worry about it. Ruin it for me. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm
Because
fine.
Peacock's already way behind. So if you're on Hulu,
Well, maybe
you're
I
even
can stream. I can might actually like go if I stream from Peacock directly. Maybe that'll be a little bit better because I do have Peacock as well.
Mm. Mm. Oh man, really want the Rams to do something here.
Someone asked if I know Rod Cressy. No, I don't know Rod Cressy.
I feel like I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna go incognito when I look.
Wait,
up
hold
who
on.
won.
Is this one of those? Is this like a D's nuts thing?
I don't know, but we do have some sick fucks that are in the chat. We do. We established this a long time ago, but approximately 20% of the nails that are in the chat have actually done hard time before, Ian. Hard time in the clink. 20%. So Rod Cressy, I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's happening. All I know is Stafford just threw an absolute dime to Puka Nacua over the middle of the field. Maybe he's not concussed. Who knows? Who knows?
Oh, okay. So streaming from Peacock, it might actually be okay. What's give me like a play clock next time it shows it.
Play just snapped.
Okay, so now I'm still behind.
Yeah. Play just snapped.
I think the Rod Cressy and someone else said Rod. I think it's one of those things that like it's like a D's nuts thing. They're trying to get me. I don't think those are real people.
Yeah, I'm with you. It feels a little bit suspicious.
Yeah,
I should say, especially coming from Nora Lee Itchy Boots Schumacher.
I have my investigation ongoing on Nora Lee still. It's still ongoing, Nora Lee. I'm on to you. Don't think I know what you're doing here. I'm on to you.
That was who was Nora Lee? Who changed your name to Nora Lee?
Eric Chernoff.
Oh, Eric Chernoff. Yes, Eric Chernoff.
We have
Long
Ian,
lost brother of Adam.
Just to contextualize things here, we have someone who likes to kind of hop between names in the chat here.
Got it.
I think I picked up on them here.
Yeah.
Got
the
it.
vocabulary seems very similar.
Yes, they also like to speak to Suma in German. I picked up on that, and they did that today. So, you can't get anything by me here.
Entschuldigung.
Ooh, Kanish's favorite linebacker, Alex Anzalone, is down on the field. Fellow Paisano, friend of the program, friend of Forward Progress, Alex Anzalone. Only because of the Italian last name. Anthony Glenn says, "Where's my penny swag?" I'm. Let's just say, people, I've been working the texts recently, and we might have a shipment coming in shortly. Stay tuned. There's going to be some penny swag giveaways going forwards, but I do have a shipment incoming. May have fallen off the back of a truck. Maybe not. Who knows? But the only way I'm giving this shit away is if we get more subs here on Forward Progress. Tell everyone you know. If they like football, be very abrupt with them. Message your friends who follow the NFL and be like, you're a fucking idiot if you don't follow Forward Progress on YouTube and sub and like the content. Go straight for the kill, right to the throat. You're an absolute moron if you don't follow this channel. Once we hit the subs, the penny stuff will get given away. And this is comfortable stuff. I sent you one, Ian, didn't I?
Yep.
It's good stuff, man.
I should be wearing it right now.
That's okay. It's up. You don't have to wear it every time. As long as we got some branding, we're good.
Itchy Boots wants a hoodie too.
I don't know about Itchy Boots. Itchy Boots,
fan.
I will consider you in the hoodie giveaway if you admit to being Eric Chernoff as well. And show some proof that it's actually you. I don't even want admission. I want proof on top of it. Oh, man.
Rob, I saw that you failed dry January, eh?
I love that your inner Canadian came out there. Did you see what you asked me?
What?
You said
If
you failed dry January, eh?
Yeah, well, yeah. I still got it in me, even though I've been in New York for a couple of years.
I tried hard.
You almost made it halfway.
I failed because of my wife.
Yeah.
I failed because of my wife. This is
Yeah, there it is.
me and the
That's what I
wife
thought.
were sitting on the couch.
Yep.
And we were both doing dry January, and a commercial came on. I'm not going to give the beer company any credit, but we got a nice beer commercial, and she said, "God, I'd kill for a beer right now."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Do you really want a beer? Because it's going to ruin dry January." And she's like, "No, you're supposed to stop me." I'm like, "But I really want a beer now." She's like, "Fuck it, let's go for some beers." I'm like, all right.
Was she also doing dry January up to that point?
Yeah. Big third down here. I don't like that play. Didn't love that play.
I'm
Targeted
going
cup.
to assume they didn't get it.
They didn't.
Are we going for it?
No, this is McVay. There's no chance.
I was gonna say, does McVay kick it here?
No,
And
McVay 100% it will kick it here.
fair enough.
100% will kick it. Are you still doing the pick every game thing throughout the playoffs?
Yes, and I'm adding in a player prop for every game too.
Oh, I see. What was your player prop for this game?
Stafford.
Oh, yeah. Nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put 2 and 2 together there.
So just need I took Rams as my upset pick of the week. So I'd rather the 3 points at this point. So I need them to win.
Brett Maher, this guy, it's good.
Don't tell me.
Okay. It's good. But this was he is.
Oh, is this the Cowboys guy? This is Cowboys
Yes.
guy, wasn't it?
This is the guy that shit his pants in the playoffs. This guy is dying to miss a kick.
Yeah.
Like you could tell there was some piss trickling down his leg on that kick.
That was a
trajectory of that
knuckler.
ball.
That was a knuckler.
Holy shit. McVay couldn't send the field goal unit out quick enough. Dude, you got to consider who the kicker is as well.
If that was 5 yards longer, that might have hooked out.
Oh my God, man. Pure pain. Who did you have for wild card weekend for your 6 bets?
So I had Browns with the points, Texans with the points, Jerome Ford under rushing yards. So both those hit. Dolphins was my best bet. That wasn't even close. That was a bad one. But I did hit my prop in that game was Pacheco over rushing yards. So that hit. And then I took the over in Cowboys Packers, and I took Aaron Jones over rushing yards. So I'm doing well so far this round.
That's good, man. Okay, well, we don't want to make this backwards looking. Let's all pat Ian on the back type of situation. What are the picks for tomorrow now?
Tomorrow is over in Buccaneers Eagles with Mike Evans over receiving yards and Bills to cover with Mason Rudolph under passing yards. But I got a terrible number on the passing yards because that was before
because of the move. We got cucked, man. That's what the kids say these days. You got cucked.
Yeah. So the Rudolph passing yards is not looking good, but I mean, it only went up to 170, so I'm like 15 yards less than what it is now, which is not great. But
yeah, I didn't mean, by the way, to diminish the fact that he's gone. He's done very well so far. He can pat himself on the back for sure. But I also wanted to know what's coming up for tomorrow.
Yeah, fair enough.
This wasn't like, oh yeah, everyone can hit 4 or 5 picks.
Right. I'm sure I will implode. It'll happen.
Did the regular season finished in the plus?
Yes, I achieved my goal of finishing the plus. I did go 6-10, and going into week 18, I had to go at least 5-11 to finish profit, and I almost blew it, and I went 6-10 in week 18. So that hurt me. But I did finish. I think it was just under 4 units. It was like a big ROI. I think it was like 107 or 1.7%. So bad savings account, but
yeah. Well, whatever.
Profit's profit. Like I say every time I'm on the stream, Rob. If you're not losing, you're winning.
Bingo. If you're not first, you're last. Of course, everyone knows these basics. Eminem in attendance here in Detroit. Eminem in attendance. I had something else to say. I completely lost it. I've been really rattled since about quarter 1 of the Cowboys game today.
Yeah, it's tough. That's tough.
It's just tough. It really is, man. I do think about it now. Like I was trying to think about it before I came on air of would I have rather the Cowboys lost in the fashion they did or lost
heartbreaking fashion?
Heartbreaking.
Right.
Like Green Bay kicks a field goal to win the game as time expires. I think I feel better about getting blown out.
Yeah.
I think the organization's more likely to make drastic changes than if they lose a close game.
I think getting blown out hurts more long term, though. But it hurts less when it happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Because now I feel like long term you feel more lost as a fan of the franchise getting blown out because then you're like, we weren't even close. Like a lot has to change. Whereas when you lose by little in the offseason, you can be like, oh, we were right there.
Right. Yeah, I get it. I can see both sides of things. Because I think about Jeff last year, Feinberg, which was he's a Chargers fan, and the way the Chargers lost to the Jags in the wild card round, just blowing that big lead. That would be way worse. I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight if that.
Well, I have a lot of experience in that as well. As Nathan points out in the chat, Ian wished that Atlanta got blown out in the Super Bowl. I'll tell you that for free. That's a fact. And I knew when it happened, and that was that made me. I knew when it happened that made me more upset than just losing the game. Is like, not only did we lose the Patriots, my least favorite sports franchise of all time, but I will now hear about that for the rest of my life. And it is now what? How many years? 7 years now later. On a weekly basis, Rob, I see some kind of reference to 28-3 on Twitter or on TV somewhere on a weekly basis. Well, probably more than once a week. It's probably averaging like 1.5 times a week. I see a 28-3 reference. I can't escape it.
You literally, though, like you cannot escape that until the Falcons win a Super Bowl.
Right. And they won't. They won't.
Well, at least Art Smith's gone now.
Yeah. I was going to ask you this. So, first of all, just about the 28-3 thing. Do you get to see Zamboni driver more or less than that? Being a Leafs fan?
Zamboni driver less than that for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, fair.
But maybe that's just because not as many people, like hockey's not as big of a sport. And
fair.
Also, I mean, it was a regular season game. It wasn't
fair.
The Stanley Cup final, Game 7 that we lost to it.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm not trying to make you relive this. I'm sorry. I also saw some, just want to get your thoughts on this quickly. I saw some rumors that the Falcons are interested in Justin Fields and are willing to move their 8th overall pick for Justin Fields. As a Falcons fan, how do you feel about that?
Not great. I don't really want Fields.
Okay.
I think your face during the question said it all. Yeah. I'm not sure you had to say any words after that.
I don't really want Fields. No. I mean, don't at this point, don't we know what Fields is?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think it's a great. Like if that's on
he's
the
not
table,
winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I don't think
the Bears should take that like yesterday if it's true. Yeah, but yeah, and then I also have another question. Do you have any preference for head coach?
No, because I'd take Todd Monken from the Ravens. I read somewhere that he might not want to be a head coach though, so that might not even be a possibility. I agree with you, Rob, though, is that I want an offensive guy. I don't want a defensive guy. I don't want Bill Belichick. I will say, I mean, even though, this season sucked as a Falcons fan, but there is some level of excitement to knowing I think the Falcons are actually a good head coach and good quarterback away from being at least a playoff team.
Yep.
But, those are two big ifs. It's not like a good quarterback and good head coach are easy to get. So,
big third down here for the Lions. I'm going to play spoiler because I'm very much interested in this game right now.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Horrible throw by Goff. Incomplete.
Huge.
Had him. Had Reynolds. Love that. Love it.
So are you actually rooting for the Rams to win like your heart, or is this just purely like a bet thing?
So I have bets on the Rams this week. Now, in the general, relative to other bets that I typically make, it's smaller. I never thought the Rams 3.5s were going to last, or some of the prices I took on +3, like in the +3, +110 range. So I'm on the Rams, but there's a part of me as well that does not want to see Joey Knish celebrate a Lions victory, right? Like I won't be happy if the Rams, I'll be like, okay if they cover because I'll win my bet, but the Lions winning and the Rams covering, that doesn't do much for me personally.
Right.
It's just,
especially because he just got Michigan. So that, I almost dropped it.
I didn't want to spoil that one for you. You got some fun out of that one. Yes. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like he likes to, when people give it to you, they got to be able to take it.
Right.
Cowboys
course.
lost today. It's getting some messages on the side,
Of course.
which I'm ignoring, but I'm fucking seething. You know,
Yep.
I need this.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
If
Got
there is such thing, if there is a God that exists, the Rams are winning tonight. All right. So Kyron Williams questionable again. Is that an old tweet by Schefter? I can't tell the time on this. A million things. going on.
I think that's a new one. I'm like,
so he's got a shoulder injury.
10 minutes ago, he's questionable by Schefter.
Yeah.
or was it?
I
saw
don't know.
hand.
I've been getting like weird timing on notifications from Twitter
Yeah.
recently. I don't know what Elon's up to these days, but
Onto something. I don't
got to
know.
fix those notifications, man.
I'm just still shocked that they're letting Stafford play. I don't know about you guys.
Don't be shocked. It's the NFL playoffs.
The
It's
playoffs.
all they
But-
do. Yeah.
What, like, did they not learn anything after that Tua incident? Like,
Don't
Tua
you
was
remember?
injured-
Don't you remember when the concussion protocol disappeared in Week 14 of this year?
Yes,
The
that's true.
games became more important, and the NFL, everyone got cleared all of a sudden. Week 3 of the season, you got a concussion. You're not playing the next game. You never cleared the protocol. All of a sudden now, the games matter, and everyone clears.
Yeah,
Also, I don't necessarily want to go down this path, but not a single athlete has got COVID this year, which is weird.
They all have this illness. They're all on the injury report as illness.
Got it.
Yeah. Because now they don't even test for it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, he's got the flu, he's got COVID, whatever. He's
Probably
we'll put him on
specifically say,
still-
please don't test for it. Just
Yeah,
your sakes.
illness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just save the PR.
If he dies, he
PR.
dies. Great reference.
That was the best. That was amazing.
Great
That
reference.
was Kirk Cousins is honestly an endearing person. I'll say that.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
No,
I found him a little bit too holy for my liking.
Mm.
fair, but like just
Although
seeing him-
I would take Kirk Cousins in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Why
Oh,
I
wouldn't
think
you?
that'd be great.
him throwing to Drake London. Oh,
I also was a little bit disturbed by his nipples. When he was shirtless before the game, it was the New Year's Eve game, right? I think
Yes.
against the Packers,
yes,
where he was shirtless before the game. He had some odd nipples.
They don't.
I don't
they
know.
Are we nipple shaming here?
No, no. I just
They don't
Wow,
look like they're in the right spot. They look
Yeah.
misplaced.
there was something off about the image here. Yeah, something was happening where it kind of bothered me a little bit. Yeah, the kid doing the
we don't-
skull too. I don't know.
We don't have the
Yeah.
front view of the nipple. I'm gonna try and find a front view of the nipple here.
I'm sure if there's anyone that can do that, it'd be you, Jason. Big play, big play, big play. All right, up to midfield, down the sideline. Man, Puka Nakua. I don't know. Is this guy at 200 yards yet? What's he at?
He's at
181.
181.
Yeah. 181. I don't know. Did anyone Rob's been holding on to this one for a while. No, somebody mentioned Cousins. I didn't bring up Kirk Cousins. It's not like I brought it up, but I noticed that. I was at a New Year's Eve party. I saw Kirk Cousins out with his shirt. And my first thought was like, something's off with his nipples. I don't know.
They look too far out, like they're misplaced too far to the outside. They're
Yeah.
wide nipples.
Yeah.
It's a wide nip.
The old wide nip.
Yeah.
The old pepperoni nip. Not that
The
one.
lazy one, the one where they go in two direct, like they're pointing in two different directions, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the scale of like nipple faults, I'm not a big fan of the ones that match the skin color. You know, you don't see a lot of distinction between the nipple color and the skin color. The Godfather, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, that to me, that'll catch me off guard every time. That throws me for a real loop. Then there's the bigger, the larger.
The pepperonis.
Yeah, the pepperonis that. Oh wow,
You
that
don't
was a
nipple
huge
shame,
hit.
though.
Who just got destroyed? Higbee. Higbee. Ooh.
Receiving rookie yard record in a playoff game.
I mean, this is what happens in the NFL when you Higbee's leg. Oh, I don't want to see that again.
Oh no, did it blow up?
Why are they still showing the replays of this? One
I
was
like
enough.
I like the replays of bad injuries.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
You're sick. You're sick like that. Yeah.
You just got to see the reality of it, you know. You got to see what these guys are going through. I'm seeing the replay for the first time.
You want highlights of like World War II as well, Ian, or what? You know, like
sometimes.
Yeah.
You got to be aware of the reality.
Got to see what's going on in Ukraine, you know?
Yeah, well,
we need a live cam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone get me the Gaza Strip for Ian.
No. Never mind. I retract my statement on that.
Oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah,
but this is what happens when you don't let the safeties hit high. They go low on the big guys.
Yep.
What are you going to do? Stafford is, I think he's making it a point of emphasis tonight to really throw that sidearm, man. He's sidearming everything tonight. Collinsworth's picking up on this now too. Was that Cooper Kupp? It was. We're up to 5 receptions for Kupp. Okay, we need a couple more. I bet Cooper Kupp over 6.5 receptions. This is exactly how I thought they would utilize him as well. Everything underneath. Big third down. What are you drinking? Is that a Guinness?
It's a non-alcoholic Guinness.
Oh, wow.
It's actually pretty good. It's pretty comparable to a Guinness. Except
I saw you tweet about that actually.
Yeah, it's been a savior for me for my dry January.
All right, so there's a flag by the quarterback that's got to be holding. The Lions will probably take this penalty.
So what, 3rd and 14 instead of 4th and 4 in field goal range? Yeah.
Yeah. So like I think because of the score being that you're leading by 1, and if you decline this, the Rams are in field goal range.
But they also have Mr. Knuckleball kicking field goals, though.
It's true, but I think you got to take them back no matter what. It would not surprise me here if the Rams like ran the ball or something.
Yeah.
That would be like a McVay special.
Yep, screenplay.
Screen, something underneath, and he's just telling them, like, you got to pick up 5 yards. Big third down. They're playing one. Lions are playing one high safety here. They might send pressure. Single high. They reset the game clock to 25. Who knows when they're going to snap this ball now? And what's happening now? Whistle, timeout. Well, it felt like there was a minute and a half between plays there of real time. And we ended with a timeout. We didn't even end up with a play. No, it's not even a timeout. They're just getting the clock right. And anything else we got to figure out here, boys? This has been a good game, though. Honestly, very enjoyable game.
It's the first non-blowout of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Very enjoyable game.
I mean, with the Packers winning today, too, like it almost kind of makes this game even bigger because.
Yeah. During tomorrow's game, you should do a QB nipple tier list. You know what? I'd be down for this. If we can get enough shirtless quarterback pictures, I'll do a nipple tier list. I'm comfortable with my sexuality. And remember, this is all subjective. It's just how I see it. But something's wrong with Cousins' nipples there. Something. Oh, a lot of dead air here while I'm waiting for a play. I just want to see this play. I wonder if okay, snap the ball. Pressure. Going deep. Ooh.
I don't like that reaction.
It's incomplete. It was to Nakua. He got labeled.
Flag?
No flag.
Don't like it.
He got held coming out of his route, 100%. Jersey held right there by Sutton. Anzalone hit was clean. Wow.
So you have to punt it here, right?
They're going to punt. They're going to. Maher doesn't have this.
What's the right move?
I
mean,
don't think
you can't
Maher
go
has the leg to hit this. I don't think so.
And you wouldn't go for a 4th and 14.
Exactly. I think it's actually one of the rare instances where a punt makes sense. They just might never see the ball back again.
Right.
Because that's a 61-yarder from there.
Rams covering but not winning would hurt me.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
When you take a underdog on the money line, you want them to either win or just not cover at all.
See, that's the same thing as getting blown out or playing a close game. Right. Because in your mind, yeah, you'd rather not have had a chance and suffered that pain than
because you're always deciding, do you want to take the money line or the points? And I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to get aggressive. And then I was like, well, if I just wasn't aggressive, I would have won.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a tough call.
Oh, only one timeout.
Yeah, they only have one timeout. I don't know if not that the Baldwin bot is like the truth of whether or not you should go for it on 4th down, but I'm just curious if and when that gets posted, the 4th down decision bot, what they would have had there. Okay, 4th and 14 at the Detroit 44, recommendation, strong field goal attempt. But the problem is that I don't think Maher has the leg for 61.
Oh. What's his career long? Can we find that somewhere?
Yeah, we can. Punt and go for it have the same win percent expectation.
He's 3 for 7 from 50 plus this year, which is not good.
Yeah. I should know this. I'm a Cowboys fan.
Oh, he's hitting 62, 63, and a 60 when he's with the Cowboys.
Yeah, there was one.
His long this year is 54.
So maybe the field goal attempt was the choice. They got to know. McVay's got to know though. But he is also a cuck, so you don't know for sure there's just a lot going on. It's a lot to process. Because it's just tough. You never know with McVay. He's going to make the safest decision possible in pretty much all cases. I really want the Rams to cover, though. I don't want to see a bullshit big play here. I'll tell you what really irked me this week was the amount of all my friends are on the Lions tonight, by the way. Every single one of them. It's because everyone is betting on the Rams, if you haven't heard.
Right.
Everyone likes the Rams. Sports books are baiting. They've baited people into taking the Rams.
It's a trap.
This is why I don't want a big play here. It's more so, it's not even the money at this point. It's just so that I can manufacture a tweet that mocks these people.
Yeah.
That's basically my number one goal in life at this point.
Well, I was trying to mock. What are they doing here? Do you know? You're ahead of me.
Yeah, they ran the ball on 1st down for a couple yards.
Oh, did they already punt it? I missed that.
Yeah, they punted the ball.
Oh, I thought we were waiting to see if they're going to kick a field goal or not. I missed that.
Oh, you missed the decision. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
I thought we were waiting for the decision.
Just on another planet right now.
Yeah. I was trying to mock people this week who were betting on the Chiefs only because the Dolphins can't play in the snow. And then that bit me in the ass pretty bad. Because turned out that's all you had to do.
These guys on the Rams make a tackle challenge. They can't make a tackle. Oh, my God, man.
I don't like that reaction.
It's just like Montgomery should get tackled 3 yards short of the line of scrimmage here. He breaks one and gets a 1st down. And now we're, ticking down to 250. It's basically like one more 1st down is gonna ice
one more.
this.
Yeah, I think that's it. Damn.
Yeah.
Should have
just fucking sent Maher out to kick a fucking 61-yarder. All right. McVay's saving the timeout right now. They're just going to take it down to the 2-minute warning. All right. It's going to go down to the 2-minute warning, my friend. 2nd and 9.
All right. But I mean, even if they get the ball back at this point, how long are the? I guess 2-minute warning. Yeah,
Yeah, so it'll
a
be
minute, a little over a minute.
and it depends on whether or not the Lions choose to. The Lions will throw on third down. They will. The Lions will throw on third down to win the game. That's the Dan Campbell. He's not on 3rd and 8. He's not running the ball to take more time off the clock and then trusting his defense.
Do you like Dan Campbell? Do you like that move?
So Dan Campbell to me is like he's too extreme to the other end.
Right.
Right?
Sure.
Like I like when coaches go for it when it makes
Right.
sense to go for it. He just doesn't give a. He's just like, yeah, we're gonna keep the offense out. YOLO, 4th and 38. Like put him out on the
Yeah.
field. Like it doesn't matter to him. There's no like logic in that.
Sure. So right. You can go too far the other way.
Correct. Which I'd rather have. I'd rather have Dan Campbell than Sean McVay sending in the punt team on 4th and 1 from the 40, which he's been known to do before, right?
Right. Got it.
But yeah, it's a little bit too much at times. But I think they will play to win this game. I don't think the Rams are looking to go, or the Lions will go. I'll be very surprised if they go run. I'll be surprised if they go run, and then punt the ball back to Stafford. Oh, Clay Travis on the over in this game.
Ooh.
Been a tough run for Clay to start the playoffs. Real tough run. Some would say you hate to see it.
Definitely
Some would say. It was over when somebody sent me his tweet about the Cowboys -7 today.
Oh.
Yeah, it's tough. The Rams could get there. It's not done yet. Fingers crossed. They could get there with Bookett Trent being on them as a big play, which that's when you know it was absolutely the right side. That's when you know it cannot be argued. If you win a bet and he was on the same side, it cannot be argued you had the right side.
Yeah.
Getting some previews here. When's House of the Dragon coming back?
May next year, I believe.
Next year. Oh.
Yeah, I think it's spring 2025.
God, man. I don't know if I'm still going to be alive to see this entire series play out, man.
Yeah. Well,
Too
the
much
strike
time.
kind of ruined that, right? The strike kind of delayed that.
Yeah, I guess.
But I mean, even when Game of Thrones is a show, it was like once every year and a half.
Yeah.
Are you guys big Game of Thrones fans?
Well, yeah, I was.
It
And,
was,
and then
yeah.
it
And
was
the
fucking
last season was the worst thing on
Jesus
television.
Christ. Yeah.
Unbelievable. I still think about that on a weekly basis. How much
I
they
do
ruined
as
that.
well.
They're throwing.
They're throwing on 2nd down.
And they got it.
Game.
This cornerback is like irate right now. He thinks he got pushed off of here. Who is that right there? Let's see a replay of this if we can.
I was like, he shouldn't have even tackled him there. He should have just let him run.
Well, he got the first down. You got to.
No, yeah, but
That's
if they're going to get
that's free safety. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can they just
that's the
knee it out?
aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think they can just knee it out.
No timeouts left. It's over. It's game over.
Yeah.
It's a first down, and it's 3 knees.
They should have just let him go if he was past the sticks.
Well, he probably would have.
Oh, go for a touchdown, you're saying.
Yeah, sorry, that's
you're
what I
right.
was saying.
I
It's like,
see
don't
what you're
tackle him,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cash the Jameson under. Sammy M.
There we go, man. 2 catches in like the first quarter, baby.
I should have just taken the points.
I'm actually very sad because I bet a lot on the Lions when Stafford was hurt. So not on the money line.
Man,
Honestly,
there's Lions fans crying right now. I fucking get it. I actually do get it.
Honestly. Restore it, baby.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to come up with a clever tweet about fading the public, and I can't come up with one.
Oh, that line. Oh yeah, they're crying. Wow.
Yeah,
Dan Campbell's gonna have a nice, good cry when he gets interviewed here after the game too. So Lions now host
The winner of Bucks and Eagles.
Bucks and Eagles. They'll be favored.
Oh yeah. If the Lions host the Bucks, I mean, I think the Lions are going to do some damage to the Bucks.
Oh yeah. I was talking to a diehard Lions fan this summer, and he said we will lose in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
It's looking like the most likely scenario at this point.
Could totally see it. Could totally see it. Ian, it's been a splice. I'm sorry that you did not win your money line bet.
It's always tomorrow.
It's always tomorrow.
3 for 1, 3-1 for the day in the NFL. I'll take that.
Yeah, but that's it, man.
Keep
Keep grinding those 75% days. Nothing wrong with a 75%er.
That's true. That's true. All right. Thanks for having me on, Rob.
Are you doing the podcast through the rest of the playoffs?
Yep. So check it out. Bacon Bets Podcast. Giving out a bet and a player prop every game through the playoffs.
I salute you. Ian McMillan, everyone.
Take care.
Mac Daddy, as he wants to be known, which he told me before the first stream that we did this year. Great game. Cashed a bet. Won some money. I don't know how did the stream do tonight? It's important to be transparent. I bet all this stuff as well. I don't know exactly how I fared on this game overall. I think we did okay. Could have had some more Cooper Cup. Probably lost all these touchdown bets. Yeah, not good. Not good, people. We'll get it back. Maybe we won't. You never know. It's sports betting. Reminder to everyone out there. I'm back here tomorrow night. Bucks, Eagles. Let's make this the biggest live stream of the year. Not the best game, but I expect every single one of you back here tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'll fire some more props. We got some more great guests tomorrow night. Off the top of my head, I don't know who they are, but I remember that they were good. It's most of the regular Forward Progress crew. Second half tomorrow for sure is Eric Eager and Hitman. I think I got G-Stack George in the early going as well. Pretty sure Steve Fezzik is joining me tomorrow night as well. G-Stack, Fezzik, Eager, Hitman. Great lineup. Catch you back here tomorrow night. Make sure you're subbed here on Forward Progress. Make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are in Canada and you haven't checked out Pinnacle Sportsbook yet, I'm going to call you an idiot because you are. Great margins on all the bets there. You're a $100 better. You're constantly betting 110 to win 100. Bet 105 to win 100 instead. Adds up in the long run. Make sure you do that. Use code HAMMER if you do sign up for Pinnacle. For our guests tonight, Fabian Sommer, live from Germany. Andy Molitor, live from bumfuck nowhere, wherever he is, Minnesota, I think. Something along those lines. North Dakota, somewhere, I don't know, somewhere, Fargo, someplace around there. Jeff Feinberg, completely sauced out of his mind. Mac Daddy, Ian McMillan, Bacon Bets Pod, and my producer, Jason Sins Cooper, behind the scenes. As always, this has been another Forward Progress Live watch along right here, part of the Hammer Betting Network. I'll see everyone back here tomorrow night. Enjoy. Peace out.